is where I think that the Phoenix very much suits him as a player, and I hope we get to see it here. It does seem as though that's the case.
Yeah. We will get him on the Phoenix, but we will get Hoppy on the Phoenix as well, Hypok. A Phoenix into Phoenix.
Yeah, no real surprises on the side of BDS for me. At least this is the same as what we saw against Ninjas in Pajamas, and I'm pretty sure in the previous series where we saw Haven as well. Whether or not we're going to see, I mean, I doubt there will be a swap up. There we go. Soulcast is going to hover on the sky, but
I hope he looks that. Please don't change. It's really good.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. He's locked it. Don't worry, guys. Like you both said, we kind of know what we're expecting going into this, but that clash of playstyle,
of which we're going to see.
Well, here's the tone setter, right? This is it. And you know it's aggression. Now, normally they make Yampy the raid boss here. I'm curious to see if they do it. It does seem as though Armor, Frenzy, all the goodies come out for Yampy, so keep your eye on him in these sort of rounds. But Hoppy doing somewhat similar things, but less invested into by his teammates. You can have the close walk towards Long. The turn for anti-flash is terribly timed, and Yampy doubles down. That's what we're saying. This man in these pistol rounds, if you watched the previous game, Hypok, which we both did, you know he is deadly.
Frenzy is his best friend. Actually, he's going to go back round, and yeah, Logan will be there to greet him. Unfortunately not to get that kill, but BDS now need to get something rolling on this retake.
Okay, where's that potential going to come from? Flash again, this is time buying, this is lovely work. Drops down, Screams right there. And now you got Logan and Roden trying to find a way through, and Screams like, hey, Yampy. No, I want in. I want some of these. Calm it down. Calm it down. First one on the board for Liquid. And look, if you invest in Yampy, that makes sense that you expect him to do well, and he does.
Really strange, actually, because I like the decision-making from BDS there. Hoppy and Takas actually fully give up sight, and they opt to actually stay on Long. Now, with Takas behind bricks, I almost want Hoppy to kind of hold that crossfire for as long as possible. They know that Liquid are going to prioritize sewers at this point. And here it's just the timing, right? Hoppy turns.
I don't know if he's turning anti-flash or what. I don't know if he just heard the utility up short.
Maybe, yeah, but it just seems like with both players getting to that spot and making the right decision not to challenge sight and try and stay alive, I would have thought there would have been, you know, a counter peek or something, not allowing Yampy to find that second.
And another element I also want to highlight as well is we get Logan against Cryptix. Two really good Killjoys, so this should be a fun game for you to watch. I know that you love a bit of the Killjoy action. And as I said, these two making a bit of a name for themselves. On this, Yampy did some dirty baiting work as well. Thankfully, our brilliant observer, Mel, previously called that one his bait with, I think it was the Sheriff, but he had the Judge as well, baiting them up long on the defensive side. I can't wait to see if that's a potential to come through. We'll remind you on the side switch. But for now, Ultimate has been garnered, or one of the orbs towards, and they restart their kind of build towards short. They have utility here, but a 4-play stack of BDS against them.
And actually the 5th making its way over as well. That's Kuma hitting this rotate. So Liquid have a lot of people to deal with here as BDS are just going to wait and take contact. Yampy actually going to dash through. Actually gets caught off guard here. The trade is good.
That's what I
Scream
mean
or
with
double
him, man.
dip.
He's so willing to sacrifice even these weird rounds. Like, if you know that you've got the second player in being Scream, you don't mind doing that.
No.
Because, yeah, okay, he dives in. This thing, people will be like, why has he done that? I mean, the potential of the fact that you have full faith in Scream coming in to clean up, you've instantly given him a favorable fight, no worries. Like, don't get me wrong, of course he wants to win it, but instantly Scream is there. There is no baiting, there's no hesitation, it's just straight trades. It's really good spacing.
Well,
now this is where it gets different though, right?
I was just going to say, bigger picture-wise as well, Scream getting his ultimate on this early. Kind of the thing you want as a byproduct of that situation. Yampy creates the space, and it's ultimately Scream that kind of benefits off it, right? They have a good opportunity here, whether or not we will see the run it back popped. And actually looking towards a B execute with things like that, create some space through there. You can see Takas already set up on B site if we do see that, but Liquid again, this emphasis on A lobby control. Clear this out. So we see the slow progressive push once again. Link considering the possibility that there's...
You're out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I was going to say, considering the possibility of Roden baiting for somebody, but Roden just gets absolutely slapped.
Yes. Yes, he does.
They have to respect this. They have to respect this. It's Scream.
This is the thing. The whole pre-show, you know, we had that nice little talk about, we can shut him down. Well, which one are you going to shut down? Yampy or Scream? Because they're two very different plays in how they approach this. And Scream being very self-sustainable, that ultimate that he runs through quite often gives him basically a free entry kill, or at least the site start, right? So this is why their attacking side gets so sketchy to work against. I want to see what the answers are, and it looks like Takis and Hoppy going to play back in together, cleared through towards Hell, but nothing coming free yet. Soulcast still very much here. Takis does find Link, though. That's important. Takis looking a little lost for the next step here, though. Yampy's still around and did find Hoppy. Akuma isolates Soulcast, and now it's on Cryptix. He did clutch out before, but not today. The better guns prevail. And no bonus round for Liquid.
Some good damage done, though. Logan down on the light armor. Takis going to have to repurchase his, but one away from the Blade Storm. They potentially could pass this Vandal across if they're struggling to get something going. It's Hoppy, actually, that's going to be the worst off. So, nice towards BDS in the early round if they want to go for one of these orbs. A nice retake nonetheless, and on the back of Takis and Hoppy, really, with that play out from heaven. The double cloud burst. Takis just runs bait, dashes out.
Who's a real genius is. Get out of my way!
And early investment from Yampy. Scream as well facing into this. How does Takis there?
Confidence.
Yeah, they're feeling themselves, but there's the answer. That's what you want. You need to quell this confidence in the likes of Yampy and Scream, and then you can start actually playing the game, right? That's where you can start building off the back of quelling that aggression that you get off the back of these two players. And they've done that very well this round, at least with the first step of taking down Yampy. Of course, Scream's still there, Soulcast, Cryptix, and Link, so there's still a chance on it. But now for the attacking side, traditionally a 4v4 does still pretty much favor the attacking side because they can overwhelm whichever side they go to. And at this point, we've got to see how the response comes out. We still have the Spectre on Link. Soulcast clearing through by Garage over towards Window. Logan does give away the game, but not much info garnered.
Just looking at this, yes, Takis did drop that weapon across. He went for the ultimate, as I said. It's Yampy that gets traded out. So that's the reason we're seeing this kind of, I guess, stalemate, right? Is both teams trying to feel out how they're going to respond off the back of that, because it's both Blade Storms taken off the table. A little bit utility trade now. Looking at it on Liquid, one flash left on Scream and Soulcast. Paranoia still available, though, for Link. A good opportunity. Still get something going.
Yeah, but they've got to nail this, and this is where it gets a little dicey. 13 seconds, you gotta go, you gotta clear not just Rodin, but Hoppy too. 10 seconds now, Akuma on the swing, does great for two. Link and Scream now down, Spike is lost, round's done. Lock it up, boys, keep the guns, look towards the next one. Now, again, I don't like to call out chat, but there was one person that said, BDS are not more strong than Liquid, you will see when game start, then you look dumb. Right. So, until this point, Liquid, I think the deepest they've done in this so far was, I think, round of 16. I believe. That has been their most recent runs in these tournaments, whereas we've seen, of course, their opponents, BDS, making substantially deeper runs. You know, yes, they lost out to FPX, but that's pretty fair. I don't blame you for that one. That's quite a tough opponent to try and get past. So, results-wise, sir, in chat, or madam, Let's use some of that brain power, huh? Let's elevate a little bit. 2-2 for now. And this doesn't mean that Liquid can't do it. But it does mean that BDS on paper have had better results recently. There you go. I've got to really go very simple for some people. For now, though, you can see Scream starting to build up here, but there's the long control we haven't seen, not necessarily given for free, but having to be respected this time around. That op now coming out to play, and that's a lot of space now kept safe.
Yampy creeping. It's actually one player on back side of B. It's Hoppy. You can see here. Oh, Soulcast didn't actually catch vision there. Might get the info off the flash, but actually it was sent through to A Link side, and BDS holds strong. With Takis this deep, they can stay in this formation. Logan, dirty little tap onto Yampy to shut that down. And try and find something else. The contact divide goes up. Look at, oh no.
The timing's so good. And the time being bought on the site was perfect. Scream does well to break through, but he's going to have to clutch this out like a madman if he wants it. 25 seconds, can't do it. Hoppy just plays it too well. And this is what we kind of not expect to see, but I like the patience and the kind of play from BDS. They take space on one side of the map. They push that up. They sit super deep on the other side. They allow them to take a little bit of room. As soon as they break through on long, you get that crunch towards window, and then Scream just gets locked out by Hoppy. This is a very well played out round by, once again, BDS. For Liquid, you know, you gotta get that money rolling back on the board, because right now they're suffering.
Indeed, well, Scream on the run it back, but a Marshall here. I doubt we see it. That guy's actually going to get flashed away. He boosted up, but okay. Scream actually trades it out. It's a 1-for-1, and Seaside pretty much open. You see Akuma inside garage window, but Yampy actually going to retrieve the operator here, and that's a big factor in this round.
Yeah, suddenly that's a little scary. Now they have to respect it. Utilities can be put in place, allow for the cross to come down. Spike should be planted. I don't see a way it gets denied. Yampy does not really want to give away the game too much here. Has to show a little bit of his hand now and forced to hold the angle. Now the pressure starts to mount. Hoppy with the flash to try and isolate. It's going to do just that, but Cryptix finds Akuma in the meantime. Logan's still there. Hoppy, this is the shutdown from BDS. And now it's just Scream in the 1v3. And oh my word, he's got Roden. But the next, surely not. The Spike, he can work on this, but there you go. That's going to be the benefit of the Phoenix on the other side. Have you got anything for a Scream? You're going to do him dirty like
this. There.
He did get the tag, but he didn't get the frag yet. The defuse is still coming in, and there's no way to deny it. Logan holds it down. 4 on the board for BDS.
Oh, I mean, really good damage down on a barely anything investment from Liquid. The fact that Yampy actually stays alive for this long, he almost has an opportunity to scope in and find that there, but off screen, Logan shutting him down. When you see the first tap, you just think it's Scream. It's possible. Nonetheless, BDS closed that out, and actually a big round for Liquid to get a couple of these ultimates online. Scream, Soulcast, Cryptix, Link, all with theirs available. A good opportunity here to get themselves a round win back on the board as BDS lead 4-2. Scream.
Must be nice. Takas. Oh, that's... You know that Yampy is desperate to just get into that, but slowly creeps forward with the judge out.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Taking some more space. And here comes Scream. Once again, get used to seeing this. He gets that ultimate a whole lot, so he will take space a whole lot. The site is now theirs. Killjoy investing the ult as well. Yampy going to try and get that spike down. There it is. Seeker's going to come through. But don't reveal too much information, but do keep them away! But into the jaws of Yampy with 2 huge kills. Hoppy instantaneously pounces on the pace now. We're down to a 2v4. This shouldn't be doable.
What is it? They're still trying to...
Where is that spike? You can't even find it.
You can't even find it. What is it?
And it's well enough planted too, that's the problem, but they've got to be able to face this soon enough. There it is, lovely work from Soulcast. And Hoppy, no way to get around it.
They were looking where you can't plant the spike. I'm not sure whether that was just a miscommunication there or what, but Liquid... I mean, ultimately, Takas and Hoppy both down to really low HP after the lockdown comes out. It's on the back of Yampy. He has a really clean connection there.
The third man, like Hoppy.
Yeah,
look dead.
Should have had the third, but did enough damage where actually BDS have to play that fast.
The benefit of Yampy and then Scream on ult, right? Like, that's the sketchy part with these two. It's just it's gonna happen more often than not. Now we do see none of the start there. Takas does find Yampy very quickly. That was a pick towards, I believe, long, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm sure Yampy was probably up trying to peek over with the knives out and got picked out midair. So I'm sure that was a sick shot over towards A-Long. And once again, that does mean that control does get given over to BDS, who will once again maintain that. Now, we have 2 very much Counter-Strike-based minds in this team who will understand you lose control somewhere on the map, you've got to garner it somewhere else. And right now, it looks like Akuma's got a very good idea as to where Liquid might be, and that is exactly that. The swing on it, though, is going to be a bit precarious. Loses life. Now the pop flash comes out from Soulcast, maybe looking for some information on this one, and it's Logan Soulcast. Huge work on the site there. Cracking it open, and now Spike Plant can be considered.
Actually, that second shock dart potentially stops that lockdown from ticking away. Takas now. Be careful. He's going to hear the steps of Soulcast. Liquid, they prioritize, they come back. Scream deals with it quickly. There's just Hoppy left standing. Liquid thrown everything. The kitchen sink of this round, to be honest, and going to pay off for them here. Hoppy gets spotted out by the turret. You can see on the minimap the setup. He's got a a few more hurdles to pass here, and looking like he might just opt to hold on to his armor and this weapon. Again, this was pretty much everything in the kitty in terms of the economy for BDS, so no surprises here.
Now, see if they keep the guns. It looks as though they will. Yeah. No. All right. So scoreline wise, Scream is delivering today. I mean, he's on it. Gets gifted a freebie over there. It's like, here you go, Yampy. Take this. I've got enough cash. Don't worry about it. So Up now comes out, but you know that's fine. Scream's just been running them ragged. On the other side of things, though, cash is a problem, right, Hypoc? The money now is in the bin. We have 2 rifles. So a little bit of a, what we like to call the Russian buy almost, or if it's, 1 rifle or 2, it does kind of, along with just, a couple of pistols here and there, a little bit of light armor on Logan. It ain't a pretty purchase.
As once again, Taka's going to retrieve that orb on A and leave Roden to deal with that. He has his Hunter's Fury available, but now Taka's getting a Blade Storm online. Actually, gotta look at that as 3 main weapons, to be honest. Gonna leave C completely open though, and Liquid able to isolate.
Oh, this position!
Oh, Scream!
Oh, god damn, Scream! Already 2 massive kills, and he makes it look so simple and easy. Like paranoid about that play coming in through from Garage, but a quick flash through does give him the angle for a second. But Takas is right there, punishing Scream for a second of hesitation. Up above? No, not gonna get away with it. Good trade for Roden, the double down as well. Keep with this, inject the 3! Leaving it all to Cryptix, but Cryptix, look, in the previous games, we've seen this man clutch out with a double face. He can't get past it. He needs a way to get in this corner. And Logan's backed away. Roden, what a shutdown from him in a round they had no right to.
No, I mean, Scream finds the first 2, and like I said, they left that completely open. They were trying to play retake, and the fact that they're able to re-aggress there in, was it the 3v5? It was the 3v5. Right here, off the back of that 1 kill, Taka finds 1, Roden comes down, finds both kills on site, a beautiful tap onto Yampy, and then closing things out for his 4th.
Keep it cool.
5-4 now. Swings and roundabouts, the economy getting a nice boost. Oh, and Hoppy just winding Yampy, trying to, again, Yampy is trying to get that A long control, and he's been punished a good couple of times for this as well. They are very much aware of some, maybe of the protocols that Liquid like to run, and they're not getting the same sort of capability from it. Yampy is normally very good at taking space, I feel, for Liquid. He'll try and garner them as much as he can, but shut out this round. Akuma has been getting a good feel for times as well. He didn't quite win that previous fight, but now let's see what he can get from this. Logan's going to kind of reveal that there is certainly some presence nearby. Soulcast trying to work out as to where. Spam. Oh, Akuma! Nasty, nasty work. Quickly shutting down the ult from Scream, and Logan's still at the back of sight here.
Fantastic. Whereas Logan actually going to find another kill, but Scream quickly trades that one out. Hoppy now will run it back. Roden. Erkin. Could actually find Scream with the spike here if he does check, and actually Scream makes a step. I don't think Roden was going to check that. Once again, Roden holds the line and closes a round out for BDS, and 6-4. Liquid, I think, back down onto pennies. See Cryptix and Yampy looking all right, but the other 3, not so great here. Again, just the awareness there from Akuma. As soon as he hears Soulcast throw the dog out, he knows exactly where to spam through the wall and finds that kill.
Six to 4. And you're right, Yampy and Cryptix can get a small purchase going, but the rest are working with less. Looks like that look towards B, and a nice little switcheroo. Of course, Logan now going to be over towards this side. Be a very common, sort of sight hit, especially for an attacking team on this map with a weaker purchase. So a good read from BDS for now. Now, whether or not there's a response to this because of seeing the adaptation or maybe some utility out of place, we'll have to wait and see.
Akuma. Love the way he's playing in Garage, actually, and that's a perfect example there. He waits for the sound cue, then tries to pop a gravity well. It's no risk almost the way he's playing. Cryptix will open things up, though. Logan falls on B's site. Yampy all the way through. Actually going to come through the smoke. Akuma will fall.
Wait. Takas, Rodent, what?
No
How is
way.
this happening?
Spike planted.
So many of these rounds today have just been going madly back and forth and weird buys. And Takas, yeah, he can find Soulcast, but that's position now noted. Yeah, Link and Yampy are low, but who cares? They've got rifles, all of them do. And Takas, what are you meant to do in this one now? That just takes your kind of momentum away, that confidence. You're just sitting quiet now.
Timing.
Yeah, Link, unfortunate there, but Takas gonna take that all day if he can.
Collab? Question mark?
Niet.
Scream now making his way around. Actually, yeah, Attacker's going to hear him as well, but Scream should be able to
Get that
close
up
this
away.
out. Be big if they can.
Ooh. Nasty.
Little flick there.
Nasty work from Takas.
This is one thing though.
Last round.
I'd be
in the
interested to hear
half.
if you agree with this. Those are the sorts of rounds that we didn't historically see Liquid win.
100%.
Like with the pop-off, right? Yes, we started seeing it with Soulcast flexing onto the sky originally.
Yeah.
But that just looks so well coordinated amidst the chaos.
Exactly, and it's something that I'm loving seeing with Liquid, you know, and again, it was like, Liquid does seem like a long-term project, and they made the right choices. I feel like with Yampy here, they needed the Oppa, as simple as that is. But as you said, stylistically, they do have a little bit more burst to it now. They have a little bit more gusto to the way they're approaching this, and again, it can look super sketchy at times, though, because it looks almost out of place, almost out of sorts, because it's a little fast and loose almost, but it is well considered. Now, at this point, Scream's 2 away from ult, and Scream can probably get that in, you know, about a second's time, so keep your eyes on that. Soulcast ready to go as well. A lot of them getting very close, so I wonder who's going to maybe push through just towards the end here, but of course on BDS, Rodin's locked and loaded, Logan's good to go, Akuma's there as well. They are very much looking good in this, and Yampy, no subtlety to this, no quietness to this. Happy to step in. No fear normally from this man. On the other side, we do have Phoenix waiting in the hands of Hoppy. Not quite playing this as actively as you'd imagine. A little bit deeper towards heaven. Ball goes up, and the sight take comes in.
Yes. Really, Logan's got to be careful here because there's nobody to back him up and invest in this lockdown. Rotation coming through. Liquid are going to still commit to the plant, but
Spike planted.
Job done. Yampy, look at Yampy. Oh, the top! Yampy gets caught. He's still got one for it. And now the play comes back in because look at the defuse. Hoppy sitting on this one. They can't stop it at all.
Cosmic Divide comes up and allows BDS to just stabilize there. Like I said though, Logan, with both players coming up to heaven, there was an opportunity for somebody on Liquid to just swing through, find that kill on Logan and destroy the lockdown. But I don't know if there was a moment's hesitation there, anticipating, you know, somebody popping out of heaven. But the problem being, nobody actually peeled away from sight. Yampy, unfortunately, I mean, he nearly gets that kill onto Takas, but then he's kind of caught with his pants down. A really weird decision made on the side of Liquid there.
Now, scoreline-wise, though, we look at the half. Now, once again, Yampy does get created as the raid boss here. Gets himself on a frenzy with light armor. So, a little bit of attention should be put towards him in this because he normally gets quite proactive. We'll see if that's the case. On the other side, ghosts galore. You know, the finesse on the Frenchman. You gotta love that. Rodin, did he spot out yet?
No, he didn't.
Careful now.
That worries me slightly. If they keep progressing this way, there is a double stack here. You're going towards the heavy hitters. Now, Hoppy might be able to flash one, yes, but the second can swing. And there it is, the crunch time. Cryptics as well on the back lines, just going to keep them somewhat safe. But BDS just walk through. How did they just find 3 complementary positions and just destroy them?
I gotta feel like Cryptic should have had that kill. He had him banged to rights. Unfortunately, BDS will keep 3 alive, and the numbers advantage. 1 flash available for Soulcast. Logan just holding close contact there as we'll swing onto this and get a little bit aggressive after Liquid shows some presence. Paranoia could be huge for Liquid here and close out a kill quickly.
There's every chance for it. The cross is being held, but it's not the perfect shot.
Oh my!
play back in, I kind of feel like that push towards CT was a little...
It was dicey.
It was, I mean, a 3v2 post plant is nowhere near safe, and you hadn't done that much damage. Link was sitting absolutely perfect.
Well, just quick, I think maybe BDS read that situation wrong. They feel like they're going to split through spawn and garage, but even there, it's overzealous. Like,
it's an overpeak for sure. I just, especially in a pistol round, that opens such a gateway.
Just play distance. Like, just play crossfires and distance on site. It's the safer bet.
Okay. Now, great retake, though, as well, then off the back of that to still clear out so well. And this is the Yampy that you got to be ready for. There he is, supported by Scream, and his Cryptics in the back lines as well. The triple stack, just ready to take the fight. No fear at all. Dangerous again, but there were frenzies on the other side. Ghosts, we've been seeing a great deal of force fires coming through. Cryptics doesn't even see them, just absolutely spamming away. Fish in a barrel, something of the such.
Words. That's going to tie things up now, and only one death, of course, is it's the judge back in the hands of Yampy.
Spike down.
Have a good opportunity to ride this out, maybe build some momentum here. Well, the one thing, again, with this round, you really want to get some old progress if you're BDS. Considering how the previous round went, they won't be looking terrible. Yeah, Logan 2 away from the lockdown, Hoppy 2 off the run it back, but elsewhere maybe a little lacking on the side of Liquid. Actually, it's Scream and Cryptics, the two that are closest.
Look at this mad stacking garage.
It's a 3-man stack as well.
What is this? Okay, but yeah, and then Scream, what? And Cryptics, they've been playing these like really weird C setups. I kind of like it. That's pretty fruity. He had the first and then the swing from Scream, super nice, but now they're going towards this B hit. And Akuma is in. Oh, dearie me. That's not pretty, is it? Down to 3 now to try and continue this one forward. And Scream's had the time now to come around towards B.
Could get... Oh my god.
Oh,
he could get the...
They have no idea. They have no idea. The timing. Wait, did they go past? He may have caught it out because he's got Link at the back lines here. So Link should be checking the timing on this. He's just playing safety. I don't mind that at all. Gets a little interested and lovely shot from Link. Takes out Takas and now calling no man's land. Is there anyone who can get them out of it? Roden maybe, but Scream's got Hoppy all day long. There's no one better, but of course Roden's just going to be watching this like, well, what am I meant to do about that? Absolutely nothing. Gorgeous round from Liquid there.
And again, it's the contingency. These are the fundamentals that we've seen kind of Liquid hinting at, right? And you've hit the nail on the head. Link there, playing so deep in spawn. Actually, Scream doesn't need to show. He doesn't need to peek. He doesn't need to hold that angle on the A-Link cross. He's actually just there as the safety net on B site. The only thing I would say is Yampy optimistic. I don't know if he's... thinking that's a Bucky right click, but playing with the judge up on the box there. I want to see him playing close contact on the doors, man.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yampy just does Yampy things, and Scream just takes an aggressive fight against pistols. Sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad. Or the bad with the good. I don't know which way it really works. For now, they can get a rifle to recover. Scream is down, but you know the spike is now left over towards long, so I guess good with the bad, right?
Sure.
Now, Soulcast is...
Oh, I love that combo.
Okay. Yeah.
The gravity well and the Molly trying to flush out Soulcast from that corner. Hoppy actually just able to walk up. Link, I guess, just caught on the timing there with that smoke, and Hoppy once again will come out and finds Link sleeping, to be honest with you. Cryptics and Yampy, the last 2 left, and it's a judge in the hands of Yampy. Does have the lockdown available, but this is a difficult retake here.
Okay,
they're going to trade out lockdowns.
Cryptics has to be so influential on this. The timing's great to catch one, but the trade didn't happen for
Can he
sure.
get it?
Akuma on towards the side. Oh,
oh no!
Oh my god, no way! And now the 1v2. Timing is everything. The smoke now. Yampy has to play it perfect! Oh my god, what a round coming back in.
I understand it from Akuma, like, I think that obviously they've relayed the information on Cryptix's HP, and they know that he's going to have to try and deal with the lockdown. So it's heartbreaking to watch Akuma die like that, but I understand it. What a round, though.
And Hoppy, like, Hoppy had a pop-off round, too. Like, he made that even possible. Like, that's like 3 huge kills for him off the rifle that they got off Scream at the very start, like, and Yampy
So
with the
tilted.
flying shotty, like,
So tilting to die like that.
it's just, it's nastiness. Ah, 9-7. Game on, ladies and gents. We were asking the real level of Liquid coming into this. Can the tips and tricks we've been seeing coming out from them before really translate against a extremely high-end team? And it looks like the resounding answer is yes right now.
So Liquid again try and find some control on A long. Roden going to shut down the run it back. Taka's positioned. Oh, okay, Akuma's position. How has he slipped through here?
I have no idea.
It doesn't look like Liquid have any idea as well because of the Killjoy utility. They're not
Careful now.
able to read that.
Ow. How did
he pass the turret?
I don't know.
Spikes down.
I'm really confused. But I'm pretty sure Liquid will be as well going.
But I mean, it's got to be an Astra Smoke or a Phoenix.
Something, yeah. Great prep work if they've worked it out, but it is now potential retake time if Liquid still fancy their odds in this. There's going to be full utility left on BDS as well. They've got everything they need in this, but still Trade's going to come out, but it is Scream, and it's going to be a Link still left alive. Takas gets the big kill towards Scream here, leaving Link in a very undesirable scenario. Great round from Takas to close, but Akuma finding so much space at the beginning was very surprising.
Again, it did happen off screen. I had my eye on the minimap, but I'm not sure really how he'd crossed that. But I mean, him getting so deep here, he's able to just sit. I don't think really after the utility drops that Liquid have any idea that he's already on backside. I think they've assumed that they've kind of gone for that cheeky plant on B, reset to mid and hold. Oh, nice round from BDS there. Like you said, doing the prep work really, I guess, in the early rounds to figure out that Killjoy setup on B, because perfectly countered there.
I wonder how that now affects the rest of the game. I'm going to keep a little bit more of a close watch on this. If they found a way to get around this, or if they've, clearly done their prep work, I have to see. Soulcast tries to find some info, maybe a little bit of a misinformation gathering piece there. See how much they read into this. I guess this time the turret does note them. I'm really curious about that overall. That's leaving me scratching my head unless I'm missing something blatantly obvious, and maybe I am. But they're going to be leaning back in towards A long after showing that kind of presence towards middle.
They're just going to creep their way through sewers. Actually, it's only really Akuma lurking elsewhere. I think going to throw out Paranoia. That's going to slow things down. Actually, BDS going to hit the rotate on the back of that.
Seek them out.
Look at it. I mean, Liquid. They're stacked up on this side again. Akuma will find Soulcast after the Seekers are invested.
Scream. You can't let this man go unchecked. That's one. That.
Last player standing.
Scream missed a
C.
shot. Scream missed. What? Like, do you know how weird it is to just by default expect that someone's going to always, always hit their shots? Always. Very confused. But yeah, for now, good work from BDS just to convert this round well. They should try and keep this as clean as they can.
Liquid was so well set up to receive
yeah, they
that,
were.
though, Lauren.
I know, but it's... I just sit there and... I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I can account for a couple of missed shots here and there, and there's always more to it. Like, it takes nothing away from BDS. They were still doing very well, but it wasn't even a 50-50. Like, there was some straight whiffs, which was surprising. Like, I'm looking at the space that's been garnered, so, like, obviously Akuma had that mad round in mid, right? But now that's got to keep them paranoid now, because they're getting pressure so often from the connectors now. The flanks are being kind of exploited a little bit. I feel as though Liquid need to either... You either leave mid completely. Like, look at this point here. Look at the Astra positioning right now. It's super annoying. Akuma's being a real threat, be it through, garage, be it through mid. the point is they can't get towards those retakes, so Scream was very isolated. So to me, I want to just see them either have to fully account for middle, and maybe this is their timeout to discuss that, I don't know, but you have to kind of account for how they're threading the needle. One of those rounds definitely caught me and you off guard, but at some point you've got to address the fact that you've now been worked out 3 rounds or 2 rounds, I actually don't know how many at this point, by that kind of snaky play through mid.
Yeah, and it's weird to see Liquid kind of readjust and be in such a good position to anticipate that.
Yep.
And like you said, it pretty much falls apart on the back of 1 kill. Akuma just fantastically timed peak as soon as the Seekers are thrown out, and ultimately, I mean, Liquid not expecting that. Soulcast the only one there really controlling C-Link, so things fall apart at that point.
9-9 on the board. Takas with the fast play towards getting that control on A-Long. Soulcast has been making a bit of a name for himself with the way he approaches this, very much trying to refine it seems. Hoppy gonna get himself built up, now he's got himself the ult to play with.
Grenade out.
Again, BDS happy to,
Scout destroyed.
I'll be honest, adopt this slower pace, which is something you don't often say about BDS. I think Liquid really struggling to come to terms with that.
Here.
In terms of expectations for how a team is going to approach. It's not often we see BDS slow clearing angles like this, but look at this stack up long now.
Oh, but Link. Oh, the timing!
No! Again!
No way!
That's like the 3rd time.
That was so unlucky and lucky, whichever team you more favor. I mean, it happens. No one checked on long. They just played contact on it. The burst on contact was so good. So apparently someone was paying attention to that round. We were questioning in middle. According to them, they used the Phoenix Wall to walk past the turret and no one noted it, which is quite surprising. But this round...
So that's why the smoke wasn't on the minimap then.
Yes,
that's what I was looking for initially, but...
That would make sense. So if that's the case, again, well considered. This round's wrapped up, obviously, but how can you account for timing like that? Like, what are you meant to do, I guess? I guess face every now and then towards long, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it may be just a... You can't even really say a miscom.
Nah, not really.
You could say I'm smoking, peek it, but it looked like Soulcast was in a position to peek the left side, but there was 3 of them stacked up, just creeping on the right side. So, who was that? And how did they not manage to get that kill?
I don't know. Oh.
It's this moment here, yeah, because Soulcast is holding nothing, I'll be honest, from behind default.
Like, I thought he was jiggle peeking, but he wasn't, because he'd already crept up the ramp part, right? So he was just kind of playing safe behind the box, maybe waiting on a flash or...
The worst thing is, I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd time we've seen Link die like that. Whether or not it is a communication thing, I don't know.
Yeah, a little tricky on that. But we go back in at 9-10. Now the money's going to be pushed down a fair way here for Liquid. And they need to get their footing in this, because I feel that BDS now have got such a grip starting to, you know, really build up here. So they've worked out enough. They've been able to garner A-long control quite well. They've been having very fortunate bursts towards some of the sites. They've got the timing down to perfection. But we once again have this very unique stack. It's somewhat a triple stack towards Garage. Maybe a read, maybe how they like to play on these kind of weird purchase rounds. Kind of just watching how this plays out, maybe expecting this B piece again. Because again, no one's on A, no one's on C, and you've got Scream just going like a long rotation.
Joke's over.
Yeah, this is a little strange. Again, lockdown available, so whether or not they're going to opt to play
No charges
retake here, Hoppy going to find all this space, so might even catch Soulcast. He doesn't.
Spike planted.
No damage done there. We'll see whether or not that's been the plan for Liquid. Looks like it very well might be. Takas, an awkward 1v1. The Yampy comes out on top of it. Hunter's Fury immediately going to shut down that lockdown, and now BDS respond. 2 kills, 3 kills. Cryptics answers back.
They're going to need some magic in this one. And there's nothing being pulled from that hat. Just a bit of lint at this point. Now 11 on the board for BDS. They're starting to stretch their legs here. Liquid need to get a grip of this, and fast. Now they can get a buy. It's not going to be ideal. Maybe light armor, maybe some, you know, step backs here and there. But they need a grip on this one, because this game is slipping away from them. They've lost that kind of control, should I say.
Yeah.
On this
And then, as well, the thing to consider with BDS is when they're able to kind of play this slow, the worrying thing's always going to be, was, okay, well, when do they tempo shift? When do they switch things up and go back to... I know me and you love this word, but being slippery. And these kind of fast and loose rounds that we know BDS is so good at, Scream.
That's a nice adjustment. They've been taking control of A-Long so often. This is a really good call to come out. So they've got the pick there initially. Now, the second step was they've been caught in some really weird timings, maybe not some complementary positions. Now, you're going to have the ult coming back around, and Scream's going to take that. Now, he's going to have a good look. That's a lot of info now garnered and kind of relayed back. Link's still patrolling over by the sewer, keeping track on this one. Now, I'd like, and I know it's bold to say, but when you've got that much information, I'd love a little bit of maybe map control to start building so they can't really back from this. Start building up that hold on it. You can see Roden starting to pour that utility towards the site. This is indicating that site here is on the way, and it's going to be Hoppy to lead the charge. But Soulcat's actually okay still. Gets one, but the trade comes out. Scream's still alive, but he's got his own fight. Sick work from Scream. And now it's going to be Ring of Roses, but I don't want to be playing with Scream. But Akuma, are you up to the fight? You got Yampy on the left, Scream on the right. Pick your poison. There is no good fight.
Scream, I'll be honest, absolutely working them with that wall as well. Comes out, finds that kill onto Roden, and be able to play time. You can hear Yampy just dashing in the background, desperately trying to get some reinforcements here. But look, beautiful. Beautiful usage of the Phoenix utility.
And it's nice to see them giving the no good option. And I like that adaptation, though, to post Scream up towards A-Long. Now, you've got to expect the switch up here, though. That's something that BDS have been getting away with for free. That has been a freebie. They've been able to garner that long control every single time, putting the ult there with either Takas and then kind of slowly building to wherever they really want to, limiting the potential information that Liquid could get. Now, the clear through towards Garage this time, we have seen those very strange, curious three-play stacks. Now, Scream's getting himself ready. Does he want to go on this? There are a lot of players here, and Cryptix goes
so
on a
good.
wonder. It's so well done. The bait and the switch, but Scream gets caught, and now Cryptix has to deliver. He does get one, so it's still a 3v3.
You should run.
The 2 for 2 is Lockdown gets invested as well. Link got to be careful because Logan has slipped up into the window. Link will find that kill, but Roden, the backup plan, trade that one out and see how far this is for Soulcast all the way into defensive spawn here. Give them a clean opportunity to plant.
Spike planted.
No ultimates available, and actually utility-wise, only Roden with one shock dart, really. No flashes left on Soulcast, though, so it's going to be difficult for Liquid to break back in. Takas didn't get spotted with that.
Oh, but he didn't hit the shot. Gets away with dashing towards the side, and Roden's found Yampy. That's wrapped up. That's 12. BDS just punishing them. And that second peek, I think it was from Link towards mid in Garage, that window. The second dip down just to get a little more information. Could have maybe saved his life here. And Takas just watching and playing this so well on the readjust. I'm surprised he didn't get punished on that, but no, he gets away with it. And BDS get to 12.
Look, there's Cryptix and Yampy down to a bucky apiece. Cast with the Seekers, Link with his ultimate, but again, you look towards the playmakers. Scream, Yampy, no ultimate online here. 2 away, both of them. And actually, that bucky spotted out early on by the Owl drone. It's definitely going to be some information BDS want to lean away from. This is just a small thing here. It's weird to see Link to be the only one playing A here. You almost think with his ultimate, put him C Link. Have somebody else on A site here and make use of that ultimate. Link does have the Vandal though, so hopefully get something done from heaven. But that's not a factor.
Cover going out. Joke's over. You're
Okay.
dead.
This game on. Hoppy gonna lead the way. See nothing. Feeling safe enough. Utility towards CT. Puts it down. Link gonna have to back away. That's enough of an indicator. And they now know someone's close towards the site in BDS. Just gonna re-aggress towards the nice positions in hell for Hoppy. And Hoppy's been a really integral player as well. Now, investment, utility comes in, ultimate goes down, and Seekers come in. Liquid on the burst through from CT. This is going to be dicey. Akuma's found Scream. Hoppy on Yampi, but there's the fight back. Cryptix needs the kill, and he gets it. But now the 2v2, and look at the guns. You still have the Vandal now switched up with Cryptix. Good sweep from Link. Huge work. But Takas, he just has to play the time, and Link denies.
Beautiful retake there. They're, again, just stacking up and throwing everything they had to come out. Cryptix literally running around for what felt like an eternity on site with a Bucky in hand. Will eventually find a kill. And Liquid live to fight another round on the brink of overtime here on Haven. It's always Haven. It's always overtime here.
And remember the buy as well, Hypok. They were coming in with like Buckies, bits and pieces. Yeah, Link had a Vandal, but not many others did. And I mean, looking at this now, the Seekers come out and look at this burst. All together, high flash in from... Nice work from Soulcast on that, and just effective trading. Link, an absolute little pocket MVP in that round.
Guess we'll start off slow once again.
Nowhere to run.
Is actually Hunter's Fury invested preemptively here. Cryptix takes one tag but won't get closed out. Wait. Okay. Link's finding kills with a judge on C-Long. Scream does actually turn that flash. He's going to find the first. They line up. He can't find anything else though. Akuma, two more.
And now the 3v3. Let's see how they play this one out. We've got Link all the way on the flank. Still going to be a nuisance to this.
Spike planted.
They're a million miles away now. Got to get around. Try and build this back. It all comes down to this on map 1. Is it OT or is it GG? BDS trying to play it
One flash
calm
left.
as they can, and that's all that they've got to try and instigate this for Liquid. Logan, the first one there. Flash comes. No quick swing on that. Soulcast. Ooh, careful on that corner. Time's gonna be a factor. That's now Soulcast gone. No trade here. Takas finds Link. It looks like BDS might have just done enough to lock this one down. They have BDS convert. And in the final hour here, 13 to...
See, I'm just baiting big time. I'm going to be just very, very surprised if they do that. But over here, Hoppy on the breach this time around. Pansy?
Yeah, I mean, look, if he can be as much of an instigating element as he was in the previous map and feels that he can still provide that much space and create opportunities, more than happy to see it. I think Scream is a little bit more of a, not a self-serving Phoenix player, but he's a little bit more self-sufficient, which I think works very well for him. When you have someone like Scream, you should definitely play and tailor it to the player in front of you. So I think that works very well for both sides.
Well, Echoes, what do you feel like Liquid have to look out for looking at the team composition here from BDS?
Well, the immediate thing that stands out to me is obviously Hoppy with the breach and Takas hovering the raise right now. We're not sure if he's going to lock it in or not. But obviously a breach and a jet or breach and a raise combo, you're going to be expecting like these fast plays that are going to be, you know, closing the distance and like getting on top of you in your face. Like Liquid needs to be able to react to this and like have, you know, set plans accordingly.
Well, it sounds like we're going to see a lot of aggression from both sides here, Hypok. Perhaps maybe kind of a replay from last map as well?
It could be. I mean, honestly, that's probably the best I've seen BDS playing slow. Usually they are one to, I mean, as Echo said, be explosive and look to close the distance off this early round utility. But
Raid boss once again on Yampi. Keep that as an expected factor throughout this. Not too surprising now. And ghosts galore, aside from Hoppy. And there's the start. So we already see that kind of battle for shower control. And they're going to post Scream up, it looks like, on the corner here. And see if anyone would dare crest that corner. Link kind of playing with some almost sound cues behind the bait on the steps. Don't block Scream on the way out. That's probably a sketchy plan, but he's alive. And look at the slow progress as well. I say slow. Yampi's pushed long. Like, look at the map control. They've won both sides of the extremities here.
Yeah.
You've got Scream winning out towards showers. Yampi just showing presence and noting a player playing back in through mid. That's a huge element, but Hoppy as well has found space elsewhere. Now, this gets interesting. The call's got to be made that there's a chance that someone slipped through. This has to have been called, and Scream, great noticing of it, but Hoppy with a sublime shot. And now space has been made.
yeah, as BDS now going to try and get a clean plant down. Link's still lurking inside showers though. Molly comes through. Damage though, and not really cutting off any escape from BDS, so they will be able to stabilize after that. But I Liquid man advantage coming in. Yampy finally makes his way across and be considering getting aggressive here on the post plant.
Gotta try and find a way around this. You've got Endangerment still alive. Link's good for one, good for two, but now the 1v1. Yampy against Takas. Position noted. Yampy needs this fight and he wins it. Plays it out very well, but you saw BDS making something out of almost nothing. You know, your technical people, your people who will talk about the win conditions in any defensive round as winning map control and positioning, but credit to Hoppy there to find a little bit of space back, playing through lamps, playing through kind of U-haul, whatever you like to call it, and be able to create space at least for a spike plant.
And there was a window of opportunity there. You could see when Hoppy was considering the flash out. Actually, they would have had a clean 3v3 before Yampy had actually caught up in that rotation over from B site, but siding against it and heavy lean over towards B long here. Could be a bloodbath, Lauren.
Yeah, all the faith in the one stage on the other side, but here it is. Welcome to the massacre, and it's actually... Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Oh, it's a massacre, but in all the weirdest ways. Soulcast now has to deal with it. Quick flashes, you can see him trying to deal with this pressure. Swinging ahead of the flash. It's perfect play from Soulcast. Shuts it down before it began and saves the day for Liquid, because that was a second away from tragedy.
Was it? I mean, definitely not expecting another player to swing on top of that. Beautiful. It's a 4-man stack here when BDS find basically a 3-for-1. Soulcast blinds with the first, throws out the fake with the second, and it's beautiful. How many times have we seen Soulcast do that?
It's very well done. I mean, it's exceedingly well done. The deep flash following is just perfect. And now, of course, that's humbled BDS here for this one. They're gonna have to try and work it back in with whatever they can bring in. They do get the better purchase, at least in this round. And of course, the money on the other side will be just fine in the future. But for now, you're going to see Buckies. You're going to see Spectres. You're going to see at least one rifle on screen. But beyond that, pound for pound, you've got to put it in towards BDS's pocket for the economy, at least.
Scream actually going to play deep on Heaven here. It's probably a position that BDS would be anticipating, but he is spotted out. And actually, on the back of that contact, BDS now feel as if they have a good read on Liquid setup, but they've already hit the preemptive rotation here.
Oh, Soulcast. Is it good, or is it going to be average? That's a great start. He needs a little bit more, though. Has to keep doing damage. He dared to do it, but Hoppy, by name, by nature, he knows exactly what you're going to do. Scream, though, makes it towards the side with the ultimate, but he only gets one so far, so still keeping this one well into check. Yampy's now going to have to try and make his way around. Leads him with the flash. Spike now planted. Now, how does Yampy get into this? He's only got the shotgun to play with, but we've seen what he can do with it. Now, Yampy doesn't quite find it, but Scream does, even if it's just to facilitate the trade. And he's expected it, but he couldn't get the gun out in time. You saw the intuition, just the internal clock began to tick. But BDS get the desperately needed round on the board.
3 deaths on the side of BDS, though, so we're going to quell some of that potential for some early momentum, in terms of the economy at least. Right there, I mean, I'd almost rather Soulcast just sit underneath. Don't double dip into window there. Try and find another cheeky kill after stopping really Takas, the only one that can explode out. That's the one kill you want as Liquid, really, when BDS is stacked up in hooker like that. Yampy on the operator now, so the big talking point. We have to see. I don't know, you can repeat the previous performances.
He's just going to stay posted on this if he wants to. I mean, we've seen versatility from the man. He'll happily be everywhere, but at this point, it's just that killjoy 1v1. Turret might just have to force him off this. It does. Yampy still has enough to operate with. Oh, trying to go for that. Great punish by Logan. Incredible work. And this is all a ruse. And now you're going to see the utility put out to practice Soulcast. I don't know if he actually got enough of a glimpse there. Takas flies on in. Cryptic says no. 45 HP to play with. Now you can see the ultimate invested into this one. You're going to see everything poured down. But Cryptix is still immovable in this. He's still fighting the good fight for Liquid. He's still trying to operate as best he can. But Rodin is having none of what he's trying to sell. And speaking of operators, Link's going to pick up the one that was left from Yampy and do whatever he could. But maybe thinking twice now.
30 seconds
no spike
left.
plant. Where are they all?
He might catch Roden on the crosshair. Oh my god.
The timing.
He doesn't cross. That's that big brain from Roden right there. Knows that it's a possibility. Goes for the default plant instead. Now Liquid. But Link. Position noted.
Oh, that's not
Deal
bad.
with the turret. Now they have nothing to really play easy contact.
You see
off.
him? This is so sick. He knows the last one hit the plant. Doesn't Link get the right timing? He's being pushed. This has to be massive work from Link. The pressure beginning to mount. Nothing left to play with, and Roden puts him down.
Oh, Link thought he still had one left. He actually peeked, and the reload animation started, but Cryptic's able to stay alive this long. Akuma actually gets caught
Was that a
inside
team?
Hoppy's Rolling Thunder, yes. But then Roden just, swings around back on his own, basically, finding 3 kills.
This is gonna be a fun game, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm just looking at this like, yeah. All right, so we've got a 4-play stack for the defensive side towards B, and we have a 5-play up long pretty much at this point. Yampy wait on the other side. His knives haven't been the most compelling for me. The flash comes in and Scream's going hunting. Where's the trade? No trade.
Unpunished.
He gets away with his life, but Yampy makes a meal of it, gets caught up, loses out to Roden again. Soulcast. The range on that thing is just sickening, isn't it? The Cryptics might be in trouble here. Has to get out. Yeah, cleared out by Hoppy. Great work from
Beautiful.
Logan. And yeah, this is great stuff by them. Just keeping things methodical.
Also, a lot invested here in terms of the lockdown going down. Oh, the stun's perfect. The fault line's actually going to detain Soulcast, but going to be able to punish that one.
Spike planted.
Soulcast has the Seekers now. Whether or not they can make their way over to long and potentially get a weapon replacement for that Bucky. You can see with Roden's position. Now BDS no. Nobody coming from that side, and they can play very deep on the site.
Hoppy holding flash off contact from potentially the cross.
He's desperate for a gun.
Anything that could work. I'll do it. But it might be time to back. It looks like, I can't make it out. Link's been found. Hoppy's done well there. Good timing on that. Maybe the audio cue given away. And Soulcast just has to fade away and not get found here.
There was a moment there, and I think it's important. Oh, Logan does actually, but again, I don't think it's going to be a massive impact. We'll have to wait and see. Actually, I mean, they have got 2 drops, so again, we talk about that momentum for the economy. The reason here, Scream throws a perfect molly that blocks off it. It forces one player, I'm not sure who that was, towards the TP, and then Akuma's literally stuck at that point. That's the reason we saw no trade come through there, and unfortunately, Yampy gets caught or blocked by something, or maybe hits the wall with his dash and can't get out with those knives.
Takas. Space being made. Oh, just eating the flash, but clearing through hookah. Cryptic's playing towards elbow. A very deep hold at this point. There's the ultimate invested. That will isolate Akuma for now.
That was actually an attempt to catch Roden in the owl zone there from Cryptics.
He
A little
almost
bit
had
of
it.
damage done, but no kill.
Nice attempt. Flash sent in from Soulcast from further afield. Site is clear here, so Spike Plant can now be toyed with.
You want to fight it? They can
Divide actually goes up here, and actually BDS in a really good position here. Liquid stuck behind this wall. Takas finds the first now. Actually 3 kills in quick succession from BDS.
Wrap it up, boys. Cryptics, you're a great player, but this one's done for. BDS. That post-plant hold was fantastic then.
Yeah, again, the timing on the Cosmic Divide, it's a Liquid creep up so close, and then there's another obstacle created by BDS. Actually, Akuma's positioning there inside the smoke with the wall as well. Able to just slip through. And actually, I talked about the overinvestment potentially with the lockdown, but now we're seeing a little bit of discipline here. We're going to get these ultimates on rotation. Hoppy back on the Rolling Thunder, Roden with the Hunter's Fury, and Logan and Akuma have only just used theirs. So to say they've still got 3 ultimates available is really good management on the side of BDS.
So hard for me to not just call this a grand. Why have you done that?
Yeah.
Whichever designer in Riot, I see what you're doing, and it's really cool. For now, Roden does find Soulcast. And again, keep in mind that Liquid do have the weaker weaponry, and it's going to be hard to make stick, and Takas is just going patrolling.
Planted.
Got a dirty little angle to hold down CT. Timing here. Nice shot from Yampy, but... Nice try.
Enemy remaining. Flawless.
Oh, that's a flawless round brought to you by Hypoc.
There's a graphic out there somewhere for that. But some dark corner of the internet. BDS again though, and it's really interesting to see. Every time they decide to sit back and, unfortunately, Liquid, I mean, on the rounds where they're trying to throw a little investment right there. I'm talking about Soulcats with the Guardian and going for a little creep through market. BDS is just so well positioned in their attack and default that...
Okay, Scream. Info play begins. Clears out B. You can see Soulcast instantaneously leaning.
Yep.
So, good information recovered. Let's see if BDS continue this way. They may do. No reason not to for now. Here come every piece of investment possible. Takas just wants to post this one, but after hearing that, everyone's just trying to slink away. Don't want any of it, but forced into the situation. And it's Roden and it's Hoppy doing the big damage here. Scream can't find a way in. This is so well executed by BDS. They look so well in control here.
Dude, Hoppy gets spotted out. Now, actually, Yampy going to pop the Blade Storm in a 1v2. Takas down to 60 HP, but still going to be 2 tags. And there you go. Yeah. Roden baited out. Takas to be tucked behind triple there. Beautiful round from BDS. And again, Liquid, they respect the Rolling Thunder and the Showstopper, but not enough. You can see here, Cryptix does actually get caught. Then the Gravity Well pulls him a bit closer. At this point, you see that there, the Aftershock as well. It forces him out of that corner. Just the utility usage in that round alone from BDS. Like, Liquid would have effectively had to have run back to spawn. There was no opportunity to play anywhere on site.
No. And you can see the money is just never stabilized for Liquid now. They are in the absolute bin with this. Rifle for Scream, the rest. Not much to write home about. No armor for Scream either, so glass cannon and a half. At this point, you can see the pedigree that BDS is trying to bring, but you can see Scream with the aim as ever. It's a consistent story I feel we're going to be telling with this man, no matter where and when we see him. But Hoppy, once again on the space. Yampy. Did they just throw that over? How did that go over there? Am I crazy?
Oh no, Roden tries to challenge there, but
How are they converting this, dude?
This is the sort of round they're gonna win after the start of this map. Takas still has the spike. But a 1v5, and Liquid now got, well, 3 weapons. The 4th kind of eluding them.
It's just... Takas could just play the gun here if he wants to. He knows that they'll want to try and grab it. And yeah, they're going to at least get the weapons now. And the round, of course, I don't know how on earth they won that. Like, yeah, it helps the Scream just walk down middle and got you a pick. But even then, what on earth?
Yeah, I mean, bigger picture-wise, if in some universe this comes back to 6-6, it's going to be a massive win for Liquid. Considering how this has gone here, I mean, BDS is just looking so well rehearsed. The coordination is... I want to watch that previous round back just 100 times on loop.
Okay. We go again. Bit of a more standard hold towards the rest of the map, but a quick play to try and get the whole building up for Akuma. We've seen how much value they get for that when they get to utilize it. Link playing the turret on the side. He does have Yampy by his side towards lamps. There is the ultimate we were discussing that they were working towards at the very start here. And here comes the leap on in. Now, a quick little dash out there for Yampy trying to get a little bit fruity. And now this is a problem. 17 HP. And he's being... What? Roden?
Roden was so confident that corner was cleared.
Spike planted.
And Scream's just up for the fight now. Flash straight through the smoke, finds one. There's still one on the side. Keep that in mind. Do not forget that Akuma. You can't forget about him. He's on the side.
way.
Unforgettable play from Akuma already to keep this one back in check. Takas by his side up against Yampy and Soulcast. And now the time starts to dwindle, but Yampy finds Akuma. And now Takas left with it all to do in front of him and Soulcast, the last standing member of Liquid, converts the round against the odds of Akuma, divided for them.
Again, though, it's against all odds that Liquid close that one out. Akuma just popping off. What a beautiful three-piece on site here. Roden's so confident this corner is cleared, and actually, this plays into what I was talking about. This is the confidence from BDS, and their utility usage is like, yeah, there's no way he can be in that corner.
It's just madness, right? Like, just the absolute aim on this guy too. Like, you can't discredit it. He's sharp as anything. All these shots are mad, but I can't believe it came down to a 1v1 in the end. I mean, we're coming back into this at 6-4, and you discussed, imagine if that mad round where they had the weird buy is actually going to be the big instigator to getting them back into this, and it may just be. For now, though, we're going to see that play towards long again. Last time around, we saw some gorgeous flashes from Soulcast to kind of create that opportunity, but Takas almost had a chance on Cryptics there.
Look at this. BDS now with the pace change. Rolling Thunder going to get invested. Link, yeah, not long for this world at all. Cryptics unable to trade that back on. Yampy stuck in elbow with an operator. Cryptics actually swings on Akuma. Well, full attack and strays though. No idea. Oh, Yampy.
Player standing.
Yeah, that's a shutdown. Scream now. Pretty far from this in a 1v3. And I don't know how Cryptics got away with that kill on the cross, because surely that got noted after those initial shots coming through, but I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point, maybe just nitpicking here, but I mean, let's see what Scream can achieve. And not backing that far from the side. Takas is still towards Hookah. You've got one posted up towards the close portion on long, and one deeper. Takas with a brilliant round, keeping composed and working with the opportunities they've been given.
It feels like BDS are just like cycling like a wombo combo like every 2 rounds. Like it's actually insane. Like, and actually that's a round where Takas didn't invest the showstopper. So now again, I'm coming back to this, like the utility management here. Akuma 2 away from his ultimate again now. Takas back on the showstopper. Logan back on the lockdown. They literally have something for every round. And the thing is, it's valuable. It's always invested in. They're always trying to follow up on it.
All right, we're going to need some of that brilliance, and that's exactly what you need. A good start for Scream. Now, Yampy is still posted here. This is a brave play, and he needs to be able to try and work this one out. Forced to back away
Straight
here.
away, though.
And the adjustment off the back. Now, the wall's there, and keep in mind, there is still a player in towards the TP. It is Cryptics waiting. He's going to hear all these steps. He does have his ultimate. This could be something quite impressive. Slow comes in. Does he go for it? Already there's Takas going to pop his ult. Out we go towards the site. And still patiently waiting is Cryptics. Takas just going to post it. Nothing for it.
Right, we'll deny the plant initially, but no kill comes through. Now the lockdown gets invested. I think we've got to move fast here or respect this lockdown, to be honest. And there you go. It's actually Logan, last man standing. Oh, no. Oh, Yampy clutches it out. Okay. I was going to say there's a scenario there where Liquid are like frantically finding that last kill and they get detained, but they do respect it.
Okay, 7-5 half. It's a window for them. If Liquid get the pistol, ideally convert bonus, then you're right back in this. For now, though, of course, BDS do have advantage in this regard, and this has been we've seen some very weird and wonderful rounds. Forced and unforced errors, I think, are something to discuss in this as well at some point, but as it stands, we're having Roden and Takas both having quite nice games here. Obviously, Scream and Soulcast doing very well for themselves. Yampy a little quieter than I would have liked. We've seen his kind of high end that he can bring, but we haven't quite seen that today.
I was going to say, look to him to make a big impact on Liquid's attacking half here.
Yep.
BDS actually they flashed themselves out a hooker here, so they're gonna get this information outside market, and on the back of that, Liquid are gonna explode onto A now.
Look at this quick flank as well, though. You still got 2 players slowly but surely building around the back. It's going to come down to Cryptics to try and play catch on that. Link with a good work towards Akuma. Logan still going to keep his eyes trained towards Shower. You can see that being his point of call, but now the information should be relayed. It is Soulcast. Lovely work off the back of the communication from Cryptics. Nicely handled. And now Logan and Roden left. And the positions are perfect from Liquid. Beautiful, beautiful pistol round.
Yeah, I mean, we see a similar situation again. Was noted on Haven on the pistol round where this time was it Akuma and Logan? They're just happy to sit in showers and almost allow Liquid entry onto the site. But again, there's no value gain. There's no crossfire set up, and they don't really dip their toes before. And is it Akuma that gets boosted up on the wall, right? And basically gives away the first blood for free.
Yeah, it was. I guess the risk reward didn't seem to match up for me there, but hey, at this point, a nice little lineup coming in. Logan
Going up.
on the other side. Do you dare? Considering it. And oh yeah, Scream loves it every day of the week. I'll take that. That's a lovely beginning. First kill goes towards Scream. There is still one on towards the site, playing towards Elbow.
Nobody's going to make their way over actually to help Hoppy out, and Scream takes the TP, potentially baiting out Hoppy to explore a little bit, but the other side of the map, I think we're going to find some information. Oh, look at that. The gravity well with the nade is actually going to close out 1 kill. Scream will fall. Soulcast does escape. Oh, they don't anticipate the second. What?
How did Takas just kill him? Well,
A moment's
we know
silence.
they're coming now. Yeah, Yampy gonna be no subtlety to this man. Straight on in, does not care. Rifle in hand. There it is. Shut out by Cryptics. Good round in the end, but so many weird dicey moments.
I mean, I'm just thinking back to the Icebox game earlier where it was just like, what is going on? The Liquid. Yeah, this one coming today. Obviously, Soulcast will actually opt for a rifle here because Scream's obviously all tapped out financially.
Now, the one thing I do want to highlight, of course, and, you know, deep analysis here. Now, the correlation I've seen is Jonas has appeared in chat. Yeah, I would love to follow this. Jonas has appeared in chat, so I think that's probably why Liquid have started to pick up the pace a bit. Yampy's in so much danger, and Logan gets 2. Oh,
Right. Okay, so the molly is basically opposite of what they have set up for defense, right?
Yeah.
It's for them to take this shower's control and not give the defenders kind of an out without taking some damage.
yeah, Liquid have lost
Gun here.
a lot of what could have been a springboard, and Link gonna maybe try and get that upgrade if he can. So this is gonna be a slower round, maybe see if there's any over-aggression from BDS, and we saw that in the first map. They do get a little pushy, but I don't think you're gonna walk into a 3v5.
Right here.
And the first port of call will probably be Akuma with the swing from Logan, if they do keep progressing this way. Maybe the turret more than anything. And now let's see how this works out. No one drawn in yet. And you can see the intention. They're reading this position from Akuma. But it's Logan who's going unchecked on here. If they... Please check your corners. Do not dare. They're trying to bait. They're trying to bait so well. You can see it. But Logan will lose his life for it. And now Akuma feeling pretty isolated here. Support's on the way, but he needs to buy a little bit of time. Keep them present towards the site. And there's Scream waiting on the other side.
Now, BDS with the man advantage here on this retake, but Takas and Akuma both very low HP. Cryptics gonna get spammed out now with the recon bolt, and Liquid now find themselves in a 2v4.
Yeah, positions. It was already occupied! What? And now the defuse becomes a problem. They can't just sit this. They were so happy to before, and Hoppy comes through the smoke. And now it's on to Scream, and he gets denied by Hoppy.
Get off my back.
Oh, again though. That was a 2v4, and that got dicey. BDS do win it. Now it's 8 to
Just
7.
another great example, though, of just the utility on the side of BDS. The gravity well on short off the turret's contact. Then Logan's able to play deep outside in that corner, outside lamps in that corner. He's got the nano swarm to force them potentially into line of sight of Akuma here. It's honestly fantastic. I mean, I can't wait to get a chance to look back at these and just appreciate some of the small uses of utility on the side of BDS. But the big concern for me now on Liquid, yes, ultimate progress is pretty much the same for both sides. Takas with the showstopper, Green with the run it back. But
Blinded.
I mean, honestly, BDS put on a masterclass in the first half of how to cycle ultimate.
Walk up short so far. Hot flash through. Yeah, this is just straight up run through, try and take the quick fight. They have been double stacking showers, so Scream gonna get that information. Should be a safe spike plant for now,
Spike planted.
but a 5v5 post plant.
Because yeah, it was
Got one.
Logan. Tap one out on Cryptics. Takas, showstopper invested. Link falls. Now the numbers dwindling for
no.
Liquid. Scream, the last man standing. 20 HP.
Get out.
No shot.
Oy, I'm getting a little nervous now because it looks like BDS have kind of got their footing, and apparently I jinxed it. Quiet, Jonas. I jinxed nothing. This is of their own doing. Now, this retake though from BDS,
Just chaos.
but the thing is, they look so
Calculated chaos.
exactly like that's the mad part, isn't it? They seem so composed, even in these like a 5v5 post plant. A lot of positions, a lot of angles aren't safe, and you can't tell which ones. Obviously, that's just how it is. So it's normally frantic. There's normally a lot of trades, but they kept that so clean. Now, we are into the round. We see quite a standard approach coming out. No massive leans. A little bit, obviously, heavier towards B, but you still have that split through from mid from Yampi. Still have Soulcast as well, keeping track towards shower side, and a 3-play stack towards A here. So the double stack towards elbow for the defending side of BDS.
And that's the reason they're playing so deep with this. You can see the utility set up so that Logan can get his lockdown in elbow and try and prevent as much pressure as possible coming through. He's going to put the turret down to spot contact here, as I'd say a lot of it dealt with early on. Liquid just brute forced their way onto site.
Still, that last retake was horrific. Takas just going to try and post this as best he can. Look at the utility, man. You can't see anything. Looks like a Neapolitan ice cream in there. And now Yampi waiting. This could be massive. That's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. It's not massive at all. It's a 3v2. Make it a 1, as now just Soulcast left alive, and the retake once again works out. The weapons were weaker, but you saw the opportunity that was given there, but it got ripped away pretty quickly. Double digits now for BDS, as they're starting to take strides over Liquid.
I'm going to say it again. It's off the back of, yes, it's a lesser purchase, off the back of one ultimate. Lockdown invested, and again, just note it, they're so good at cycling.
One enemy remaining.
Hey, just looking at it, Takas on the back of that round, pretty much on the brink of another showstopper. Well, 3 away. Kuma with the Cosmic Divide. Hoppy has his Rolling Thunder. Roden 2 away from the Hunter's Fury, so still lots of options for BDS. It's either Liquid, Seekers, Blade Storm, and the Revive available for Link.
Should be a tactical timeout for Liquid, I'd assume. Let me have a little look just to double check. Yeah, it is. I mean, normally, I don't actually know who calls it for them, but they normally get the right timing on it. I mean, the amount of teams who don't even bother calling timeouts, it makes me espresso depresso. But Liquid need to make a change here. They need to get a grip on this game because it's about to start running away from them. 10 rounds on the board is enough to kind of start you feeling a little nervous. Once you see that double digit, it does start feeling a little heftier. You know you got that uphill run now. Let's see what they can bring out in the last couple of rounds, the last couple of shots at this. Double stacking shower, yet to be fully answered for. Struggling to make the most of it. Hoppy just decides to get a little mad with it. And look at this, what? Akuma tripled down on this one. 3 players all committed to an aggressive pinch towards the backside of shower. And I don't know if it worked or not really, but Akuma gets to keep his life, and they've disrupted Liquid massively in their rifle round.
You will
Reset,
not
get a revive
kill
here,
my
yeah, and there will be Soulcast. And that's the Yampi
I've
able to
heard
shut
your
down
trail.
this creep through mid as well. Seeker's invested immediately, so Liquid on the Roden. Okay, thank you. Fully blinded there, didn't know that there was a truck obscuring his progress, but
Last player standing.
will eventually fall anyway. Link will find him, and Logan, the only man left for BDS, was the one anchor over on B site.
Recalling my bot.
I'm just thinking about it. I'm actually okay with the pinch with the Rolling Thunder. I think it's off the back of, again, Liquid showing a little bit of utility, which I mean, Scream throws his Molotov in, and I guess they hear the tick from the Molotov coming over the top, so they know that they're going to try and really get a grip on Shower's control. The thing I'm most disappointed is it hasn't worked for Liquid yet. Why they're still doing it?
Yeah, I mean, this is what timeouts are hopefully for, normally, to try and kind of correct a little bit, just kind of try and shift the mentality a touch. Oh, punishment on the rifle there. That's going to be lost, so let's see how much of an effect that has. Logan's still on 6.2, but could have helped to maybe spread the wealth for maybe Akuma or someone like that further down the line, keep that economy nice and stable. Now, at 10-8, once again, at the start of this game, I would still say BDS were the team that should win this game. I'd say Liquid had every opportunity to, if the win conditions were aligned. Now, we saw a little bit of that before, but it was a very close affair. I would say overall we are seeing a much better game from BDS here, and Scream could still punish Hoppy for sure, gets himself healed on back up. Can't get sloppy, BDS, because you know there is still danger on the other side.
Now, Liquid going to try and reset over towards A. And the thing is, BDS again showing this switch up, and it's Akuma and Logan with this setup on A site. Nanoswarm, the double Nanoswarm actually going to completely shut down Scream's ultimate. Yampi hopping up, trying to find something. Finds himself a corner to tuck into, actually.
Oh, not again, dude. Like, last time around it worked so well for him. If they don't...
I think Link knows.
Yeah, Link looks super... Oh, he still got him! He just mad swings through it, finds Link, but Cryptic's really good trading there. Now, Roden and Takas, where are they in this? Kind of a little bit split apart by 4 players between. They can get a free pick. Okay, game back on. Yampi's gone down, and there's Takas. It all starts to unravel now.
Got
It's a
the showstopper.
2v2. This is where it gets super dicey. Spike's not down either. And there's Takas. Oh, he didn't get to send it. And now Roden, the 1-1, he knows where Scream is. Oh, he's caught him in the back. BDS turning around. A round should never have been theirs.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Again, it's the first time really we've seen BDS have to fall back on like the last resort. Okay, pop your showstopper. In that scenario there, yes, he doesn't find a kill, but it distracts just long enough for Roden to isolate that kill onto Soulcast. Trades it out, and like you said, catches Scream just as he tries to slip away. BDS is looking so good. Better than Haven. Honestly, in terms of synergy and just the micro strategies involved.
For sure. I mean, this is the thing with BDS. They're a team that kind of elevated very quickly to us, but this is what I was saying at the start of the show. These guys are top 5 in EU in my mind, maybe top 3. If you really want to push, I'd like to see a big event under their belt, but they are 100% up there. So if Liquid were to beat them, this would have been an overperformance for Liquid more than anything. So, again, for me, not too surprising seeing BDS be this strong, but for now they're just kind of starting to almost ascend to that next level. You've got Hoppy in a nice position here potentially. He has the support on the side from Takas. So this cross might get a little tricky for Scream in a moment's time if he decides to go for it. The timing's everything. Takas has his back. Flash comes in, turns it just fine. Doesn't give away too much. But now here comes the play from the rest of the Liquid side. Already on the side, Yampi finds Takas and he gets dismantled. Great work from Yampi.
Beautiful pinch. Scream actually gets himself inside this smoke. on spawn. BDS straight away. Don't want anything to do with this. Try and hold on to these 3 rifles. Maybe actually set up outside the TP and get some exits here. Roden and Logan drifting all the way into spawn, but that's a big round because this round effectively breaks the economy of Liquid and it puts BDS on match point. So the fact that they're going to win this through clean, actually huge for Liquid. And yeah, actually the first time you're seeing BDS not really with anything in the form of ultimates to build upon in these next few rounds.
Okay, 3 rifles kept over. You can see that was pretty influential considering the money. If they were down to 2, that would be horrific. But they do manage to keep 3 of those rifles up for BDS. Of course, the purchase is good for Liquid. This is their gateway back in, Hybok. This is the chance. If there is ever going to be one, it starts now. They have money for everything they need. They have, you know, okay, Cryptix almost has his ult. Yampy's got his. As you highlighted, for once, BDS don't have every ultimate in the world, but a double stack coming out from Hookah potentially. And Yampy, I wonder if he's got an inkling maybe, but no, walks away. Logan is starting to get interested, and he has his almost bodyguard, the willing sacrifice of Hoppy if needed. That's a step heard from Scream. Oh, he still finds Logan though. Now Hoppy, can he get that gun and back away? I don't know if he could. I think that one might be lost. Oh, he wants it. He wants to try and grab it. He's got it. Okay. And now Scream, slowly but surely closing the gap. Punishing again. The gun of death. As soon as you pick it up, you go down.
2 big wins from Scream there to shut down. Actually, BDS with the perfect response. I was about to say Liquid playing way more cautiously, not looking for this early. Showers control. Really looking for anything else. Where Akuma actually gets stunned out by that. Yampy closes the distance.
Bit of a gamer. All right. So this should be 10 on the board. And this is when you kick yourself for losing 2v4s. This is when you start getting that. Maybe not now, right? Maybe not now. But I bet you. Maybe a coach somewhere might be a little annoyed. This could have been 11. But no. We are where we are. Rodent gonna be just trying to tuck himself away. Don't do anything weird, Rodent.
I can't take anymore.
Don't. Okay.
Good.
I was getting scared like there'd be like a weird ninja defuse, like the G2 thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Can
sad
you
that like, no,
imagine?
it's a buy round. They're not going to do that. It's fine. They're not even going to chase. Well, I mean, he was chasing a classic. I mean, let's be honest. Now, at this point, Liquid have made it to 10. We have 11 to 10 here. Now, the money has been fluctuating for BDS. They've not been able to get a full purchase in a couple of rounds. It's been maybe missing a couple of pieces here
And
and
they
there.
can't again.
Exactly. Now, they have gone for the heavy invest on Takas with that op. So, I want to see where they put him for one. Generally have been doing very well at, you know, for BDS, at least taking over that shower control, keeping that very much in check. Now, it looks like Liquid are going just straight in on B.
And the first time, actually, we've seen them put this much emphasis, and it's looking like they might... Oh, yes. Follow this Molotov. Please. Are we going to see the same thing here? BDS set up for this long control and might actually give Liquid an opportunity to slip through and explode out a hookup.
What's the timing on that? Okay.
Launching smoke.
Been posted. Yampy leading the way. Happy once again to always offer himself up for the potential trade. Ultimate comes in. Hoppy's found one. He needs a second. He's going to get a second. Hoppy denying as they fire
No
all three.
way.
He's catching all three. And Takas punishes Yampy, leaving it just down to Link. And they just go into the blender and Link can't leave.
Like I told you, Link actually going to swing and
Hello?
find that. The double dink through the wall. Just leaves
Okay.
Akuma and Logan here. See, look at it from the
He's got so
discipline.
much time, Hypok.
So much time.
Now he wants a pick here. You want to try and bring this down to a 1v1, because a 1v2 they'll always be able to trade effectively on you in these sort of situations. But how do you get a clean 1v1 here? That's exactly what BDS are trying to deny. Logan's there, Turret's there, and Akuma is a little bit further ahead. He's expecting this push. Now the timing. Trying to offset it a little. Create that paranoia in the back of their minds. Maybe a touch on the spike, but that's still not as much time as needed for them to really push around and clear. So does he go for the full plant? I don't know. He's considering the options, right? Does look as though plant is coming in. No slow, no wall, no nothing. Just the gun in his hands. That's one. Oh, Link! Out of nowhere, sensational work from Link. That was never meant to be his, but if this is the Liquid we're gonna see, it's game on. It's 11-11, and the money is back in the bin for BDS.
Right, I just want to talk about this. I'm pretty sure Cryptic fires that molly, and it's supposed to cut off their retreat back out of Octagon, right? The orbital strike and the Molotov, basically to punish that early kind of push towards B long, or box them off into TP altogether. Send them down long so they have free entry out of Hooker, like I said. I mean, no value found off it, and Hoppy on the back of it finds 3 kills.
Oh, Kuma. Leaning forward.
Not one of these rounds, please.
Hold on. I'm seeing, like, Guardians. I'm seeing Buckies. Oof. Liquid have been punished several times going towards A. Yampy's leaning back over, trying to fill that gap.
You will not kill my
Rez
ally.
now having to be invested. 1 minute remains. Akuma has been impeccable for his side.
Covering it.
This round is a stretch. Okay, Scream gonna go forward.
Get out of my way.
Doesn't get any contact, still got the ult, still gonna run through this, just trying to find info, trying to take space, create a little bit of safety, and Yampy just trying to watch the backside. Akuma still here as well, just spamming away that wall, trying to find a little bit of room to work. No spike plant just yet, 30 seconds. The utility being drawn away, the limited amount the BDS has is now being called into question.
Yeah, they're able to actually wait out the smokes though, and the wall pretty much removed, and Rolling Thunder invested now. That's what they were waiting on. Yampy gonna find a kill onto Akuma though.
Oh my god! Like, welcome to why Yampy is picked up by the side. I do not care. 12 rounds on the board. Liquid have somehow turned this back around to their favor. I do not know how they've done that.
What a recovery in this half. Okay, the Rolling Thunder is perfect. Yampy's literally the only member of Liquid in this scenario to bail them out of this situation. The only one. All 4 other members of Liquid got stunned up in that Rolling Thunder. That potentially was another round where BDS are able to just like snake, rat, however you want to talk about it, just edge out a round win. But Yampy comes up huge for Liquid.
And he needed a little momentum shifter like that. Now, is it OT? Or is it map 3? Takass. Forced off the angle for now. Anyone from Liquid taking it? No. Next piece of utility. Oh, that timing from Scream gives him the drive-by. Centaurus, Ferrari, it's a Scream peak right here. But he's in trouble now. Tries to get out, does. Ooh, he's sticking so close by, he wants back in. Brazen aggression from Scream, but Rodin's got him.
Blocking vision.
I gotta say again though, what's the value in the 1-for-1 there? Because they achieved nothing in terms of map control. Logan, all the way over on B site, utility set up once again for this lockdown. Nothing to counter it. Cryptix doesn't have the orbital strike. And just a lot of utility burned up in the early round from Liquid. Bigger picture, that's a big win for BDS.
Oh, the timing on this ult is going to be nasty. Right, that's 10 seconds now ripped off the board potentially. Cryptix has found Hoppy though, and now Logan, he's got 6 seconds to play with here. He's found Soulcast while it's happening. Plant comes in, it's gone down. Link's punished him already. Does he get away? No, 2 players have now been detained. Where's that final man?
Again.
Oh, and Yampy, he finds Rodin, and Akuma just going on the mad chaser, trying to get rid of them while he can. That's a mad spray down. He knows where the last player is, but timing, it's everything.
Akuma goes absolutely huge. Again, it falls on Yampy. It's insane.
Hey, people, come on now.
I can't take any more. This map is absolute madness, Lauren.
Switching sides.
We're going OT. How do they deep doing this? We've had like this sick clutches from Lincoln. We've had a Kuma just save BDS out of nowhere. Like the ultimate, great. He just man mode pushes to long. He just knows that if there is a chance I win this, I've got to get past him. He bullishly runs down, catches two of them. They could not respond, and then just swings on Yampy.
Keep up.
This is madness. This is actually madness.
We go again.
And actually, the economy reset plays more into with the way that half closed out. It's actually better for BDS overall that both teams are reset here.
Enemy.
Early showers control. The orb retrieved on the side of Logan, so he's 2 away from the lockdown. BDS happy to sit in this default once again. We've seen it do a number of times.
Get out of
First
here.
blood actually going to be Soulcast
That's the
drifting
problem.
back towards site. Yeah, it leaves a big gap in the Liquid defense.
Okay.
Here.
We've got Scream starting to probably get a little nervous now. He knows that he's going to be under pressure, but backs away from it, and Cryptix comes around in good timing. Now, not too many options being given off to the back of that first pick here. You're going to see the split of a 2-2. Yampy's aggression is going to be you live by the sword, you die by the sword. He should have
kill.
seen the spike drop as well on that. Great pick from him. The response from Takas is dirty. They're on the way. They are running. And you're going to see the lurk as well coming in from the likes of Logan. That's going to be dangerous as well. But instantly Yampy just dives over. He doesn't know what to do with this. He's just going to have to sit himself down here. They're re-aggressing back towards A.
They know that it's just one.
Oh my word. It's so smart. Link is now all alone, Hypok.
Falls to him. He's bailed them out before with that 1v2 clutch. 10 seconds left. Spike going down. Actually swings on. He's going to find both kills. Akuma will trade it out. Yampy now. It's a 1v1. Takas 23 HP.
Run!
No time.
Just get out of there.
Oh my God, Link.
Link, what on earth? And even just that split-second decision-making.
Switching
Ignore the
sides.
guy planting because he can't take a fight
point.
quickly. Hits the guy who's going to be standing there, gun out,
Transfer,
takes him
perfect.
down, instantly comes back. And you know what? He's probably even noted the third, tries to adjust on him. Man, he was close. And Yampy, great timing on the swing. Getting rid of that, you know, whatever he needs, he's right on there. This is sick stuff from both teams. Keep in mind, earlier in that round, Takas cracked open so much space. Liquid had no right to win that.
Blocking sight. Spike drop. I got the spike.
Cannot take anymore. I really can't. This is a war of attrition. The only way to describe this map. Been so back and forth. You're going to spy out some of the Logan's utility here, and they will be able to pass up short. Now Cryptix in a really important position.
Going up.
No, it's a matter of containment and post-plant positioning for Liquid, as we still know that there's plenty of members of BDS close enough by. There's Cryptix, so
Big kill.
excellent timing towards Logan to try and clear back through from Shower. You noted that earlier on, and BDS was certainly aware. And there's the second now found. This is now getting dicey. Takas having to be called upon here. He needs a big performance again, and he did it before.
They're
Now,
all in showers.
how do you clear them from this, though? I guess like that. I guess exactly like that. Exactly how Takas is showing us, and Link can't do it
way.
again.
No way. Liquid, I mean, just trying to switch things up and stack 3 towards Shower. Soulcast desperately trying to bait some contact. But it's literally a 1-by-1, and I understand it because it's like you throw one out and then maybe you're thinking BDS won't expect another. And actually, after the second, surely they won't expect the third, but look at this, just constantly flicking back and forth. Takas goes huge.
Okay. Yampy and Scream having a series now, both in the 20s. Takas, 28 kills. The man's on for a 30. beastly performance from him. Link now noted. Gonna have to dip himself back in towards those showers and leave Yampy to try and control towards Lamps. Takas, huge space score here. Surely Yampy has no idea. He is clueless that someone could even be there. Takas is having a performance now. Scream wants in. Take down the Danger Man, and he does. Looks for more, but his Cryptics to find Hoppy. Lovely double from Scream. How is he finding this as Akuma now? Just having to deal with a 1v3. Was a 1v4. Oh my
God.
Oh.
They just don't know when to give up. It's actually crazy. Liquid again put themselves on map point to draw out the third map. This double was so huge from Scream. Attackers, unfortunately, I mean, he can't get the nade off quick enough to stop that push coming through. Oh my God.
Deep breaths. Liquid on the verge of creating that next map. BDS though, I mean, these rounds are feeling so inseparable. Is it a Takas round we're gonna have? Is it a Scream or a Link or a Yampy round? Or it doesn't even matter. You got Logan in this roster. I mean, so many of these players can just pop off, and that is just OT, right? That's OT to the T. I mean, it just goes beyond the normal aspect of this game in a weird way. It just shakes it up completely. Gonna play back around towards A again.
This time around, I was going to say, Cryptic's not outside showers here, so Akuma and Logan once again have an opportunity to play their life out on A. Wait for this rotation to come through.
Okay. And now post-plant 5v5. Link gonna sit towards Lamps. Rodin trying to clear. Has utility to do so. Link trying to get a little Aggie on this, but Yampy's got his back. Lovely bait and switch from that to even be able to create that sort of damage from there. Now, where's the next hit going to come in from BDS? They're still looking for that first springboard into this.
Oh no, Takat stomping through. He's actually drawn Cryptics offshore. Hoppy now on the back of that's able to slip through.
Time! BDS need to get a move on, and they got to get moving now. Hoppy's found Scream. He needs more. He gets more. BDS still trying to do the best they can. What they have! And now the 1v1, but time, the molly. It's just enough on this to force the fight. And Cryptics, all he's got to do is live, and he's done more than enough. We're going to map 3.
Attackers win.
Thank God that is over. What a map that was. It was so back and forth. I mean, you got to question.
Good preparation, but you can't prepare for a situation like this specific one. We are going to head into Agent Select now for Ascent. Of course, Scream back on that Phoenix again. Hypog, very impactful on the last map as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Scream actually, you could argue heating up, which is a terrifying prospect the longer this series gets drawn out. It's going to be interesting. Actually, for me, it does kind of swing back on. Logan coming onto the Killjoy here. No real surprises on the side of BDS, but Akuma on Ascent here, I think as well, it's going to be important really for Liquid.
A couple of seconds now remain to get this started. Third map between Team Liquid and BDS. Of course, we have Yampy once again being created as the raid boss. Light armor, frenzy, all the goodies. Oh, Scream being just tussled with at the start. Having to invest in this now. Himself sitting pretty, a little toasty, a little warm. Get that health right back on up.
Now, after retrieving the orb, we'll drift away slightly. You can see Rodin's reset all the way back towards spawn there, trying to jump spot. Looks like Liquid want to end up towards A, but ultimately that's what BDS want as well with this setup. You see Hoppy poised with a flash here. That's going to be off the turret's contact. You can see Logan ready to swing off that, and Liquid might just play into it.
Logan, time to go. Oh, the flash was so close to being bang on. Yampy! How does he always get 2? Every single time. I swear this guy just bails him out of the weirdest scenarios, but he's got him 2. He's got the sight. And Rodin's waiting. Rodin's gone in. Rodin just madly jumps in, untradeable, just tries to maybe do some quick damage. And now Takas and Akuma, no way. Shut down, 5 alive. The momentum continues to roll for Liquid.
Because that's how you want to start out, right? A clean pistol round, and really Yampy The flash is perfect. Like I said, it was supposed to be off the turret's contact, but it's ultimately the owl drone that baits out BDS to act upon it. Even so, just Yampy in 3Ks, man. I want a stat for how many times Yampy has pulled off a 3K in Liquid's pistol rounds.
It's just filth, man. The guy every time will just prime out of like the weirdest spots with that. Now, coming to this one, it should be a clean round. You can't really go on to too much here. Got, what, 2 ghosts. That's about your lot. So protocols on this, just a kind of simple list of keeping it clean. You want to keep your 5 players alive. Keep going.
Careful now.
Let's see if BDS have gone for any stacks. They're quite aggressive towards mid. I quite like that. Maybe trying to get a little swing off of maybe a sound cue or 2. Not necessarily a bad idea to try and find something in a round that you shouldn't technically win.
It's gonna be a cautious start here, and Takas will actually get
Spike down.
picked off first. Odin gonna try and trade off some damage there. Actually, Liquid again just finding trades across the board now, but it comes down to a 3v2. Slow down once again.
Yampy's got this. Oh, not even a clear.
30 seconds
Good
left.
positioning in mid. Rodin trying to kind of late play around, see if he can maybe catch someone in the back. Very unlikely to do so. It seems as though this one's run by the wayside. Gets himself a little Spectre to play with. They don't seem too aware of the possibility yet. You can see Yampy just on the minimap there, clearing still towards CT. And the rest will be called into that somewhat standard crossfire on the site.
Another 3K. From Yampy. Got his Bladestorm online now. Up to 6-0. Really, I mean, it's... yeah. A cheeky hop up as well.
Now, this is where I want to I guess this is the bonus round. I just want to see what happens with Yampy if he goes aggressive towards A, and we do see the lean over from maybe Logan. Right now he's not playing towards that side, but because I feel as though he's so good at catching, you know how those Jets go for those mad dashes, but he's really diligent at shutting it down. For now though, he's left to deal with B on his lonesome. There's the knives coming out. It's going to be Takas on the other side. The double stack on short, and the progress begins.
Again, a 3-man lean over towards A here, so this playing perfectly into BDS's setup.
You're dead. Careful now.
Scream gonna find all this space through, and actually Hoppy eventually shuts it down, but the door gets closed. Takas unnoted initially, but can't find a kill from that spot.
Oh, lovely work from Takas. Good punish on Yampy now. Spike left loose. Needs to be dealt with soon. There we go. Spike now being planted. Link in charge of that. Now they've got to get ready for this retake. There are 5 players against them, so they are outnumbered on this. But where do they start this from? Scream going to be posted up towards watching short. You've got Cryptics towards Hell with Link. So Scream going to have a lot to handle here, potentially, if 3 of these players continue. He tries to take the active fight. He gets 1, 2 sprays on the 3rd. He might need some help soon, but there's the trade. Good positioning for Link, and the punish on the bonus, man. BDS are down to just Logan here. They couldn't make it past Scream, and Link put himself on the line there, pushed forward to support as 3 players committed through from short. Logan needs to keep that gun up and get out of there. It's time to make up your minds, BDS. You gotta find a way now.
Again, it's another round. We talk about early momentum. Liquid survive with 3. It's the 3rd round in a row, if I'm not mistaken. This one on the bonus, so all the more worthwhile. And again, I mean, every time we've seen Liquid with Scream on Phoenix, it's the same thing once again, and you have to respect this run it back. And it's so simple. This execution is so simple. The smoke goes down over the door. It's actually leaning out towards side so that Scream can close the door, run through tree, find all this space, and actually the door's completely undamaged until that smoke falls. It's those minor things that give you an extra like 3 to 5 second window.
And just like the bank's starting to build. They've got, what, 4 to 5k in the bank mostly, apart from Scream. On the other side, there are pistols and a stack here, so... Oh no. Check your corners, boys. How many times do we have to tell you? Logan was waiting. so patient and outdone by just some nut shots from Takas. So another rifle recovered, now up to 2. This is why I always like those little stacks, Hypok. I love seeing it. Might just get you a gun, it may not, but, you know, you gotta risk it for the biscuit. And now what did Liquid do? Finally getting an abrupt halt to some of their progress. Good sound cues being relayed to Yampy here. He'll get some information building. But it's not complete. It's not a complete image. Now, they did reset to having 3 players still towards B. And they've left 2 slightly deeper holding towards A.
Turret out.
Is Yampy making moves here? Yeah, he is. Nice work from Yampy to find Hoppy. Did he need to swing on the second? Not sure, but he's going to do it anyway. And now 2 towards Heaven and a 3rd joining soon, Hypok.
Takas tries to dip in a little bit, get some more damage, but really worth the risk. I mean, ultimately, 2 pistols on the side of BDS still. I'm going to try and stack up for this. Akuma. Oh my god, the smoke drops at the worst time, and that's actually spiked down. No plant comes through for Liquid. It falls to Link and Cryptix to try and recover this round.
Okay, 1. That's Takas gone, but look at the problems coming in through short. 3 players, and they've already made it on the site. There's no support there. Cryptix can't do it. And BDS, considering they had 1 rifle at the start, keep 2 alive, get rifles, and they get the round, more importantly, after the back of a lovely stack at the very start of things. And I've got to say, Liquid looking a couple of here and there mistakes. I think maybe an overcommitment coming in from Yampy towards middle, just, you know, maybe a little too aggressive there. It's a hard balance, right? It's the hardest balance to strike, but he gets punished for it and opens up so many more chances then for BDS to continue to be able to overwhelm, swarm, and work their way through. So now dipping into the bank account a little here for Liquid. They do get the op out, and they get themselves back on the full buy, but of course BDS do the same.
And actually, ultimate progress. I know it was a big talking point on Bind. Hoppy with the Rolling Thunder, Takas with a Blade Storm, Roden 1 away from the Hunter's Fury, so really good progress on the side of BDS here. Liquid, nothing available, at least at the start of the round. Cryptix and Link potentially get theirs online, but see how this plays out. I'll be honest, this is the go on.
My god, I see Takas, I see middle, I see someone walking up the stairs, I get nervous. Carry on.
It's not often we see BDS kind of in these stalemate rounds.
Yeah.
And that's been really prominent throughout this series. I think that's... You talk about uncharacteristic kind of tendencies. That's a big one for me on the side of BDS.
Well, they haven't had many teams kind of quell their aggression and be able to kind of put them in that position, but already utility going to be shown towards this A site. Hoppy trying to stop this before it starts, buy a little bit of time, see if anyone can maybe capitalize on this. Akuma's made his way in, that's going to be 1. Scream now found. 18 seconds left, and Takas looking, spots them. He knows where they're at now. Would you dare go through that smoke? 13 seconds doesn't need to. Akuma's still got this. Cross being held, though. Look how flashed they are. Great utility work. Cryptix doing the best he can, but it's a 1v2, and it's too far away from his reach. And again, the stall work from BDS is sublime.
And, I mean, Rolling Thunder invested, Blade Storm invested, but they're straight back onto 2 ultimates. Have to wait and see what impact that... What is that voice line? Have to wait and see what impact that's going to have on the side of Liquid, because I know Cryptix was on a double purchase in the previous round, so he was pretty much tapped out. Could be that BDS can actually... Yeah, look at it. It's a weird buy. Spectre and a Judge and rifles elsewhere. Scream on the light armor. Lockdown from the shadows available. Scream probably going to make a play for this orb outside B. And we'll probably see the run it back invested here. Does have a Phantom. Here's one of the rifles.
Flash. Go. Scream's already in there. 1 on the site, though, and it is Logan. We talk him up a big deal, but we have to see what he can do this time around. Tries to filter them through on one side, but Scream just straight through him. Like a hot knife through butter, it doesn't matter. And now they've got site control. Spike can be planted, and they've even got a nice little pushed up position for Yampy here. Do they check on it? Doesn't matter if they do. Yampy's still patrolling with the Judge, and he's going to swing on. Getting away. Nice work there. Now new angle, new target.
No way.
More damage, but he will lose life. Tag onto 2, but there's still problems.
Is that's it? They're gonna be able to solidify here. Lockdown vested pretty early on. Spike's still ticking around on his first cycle. The BDS, I mean, they've got to be quick if they still want to make a push for this, but potentially just going to opt for exits here.
Yeah, that might be the best plan. At this point, they're committing. Wait, they are fully committing. Soulcast just found Akuma. Hoppy's got the trade for time. All they've got to do is build time for Liquid, and yeah, great play from Cryptix. A wonderful upgrade too. BDS trying to pull off a play back in on that. I'm very surprised they went for. I thought they were going to bow out and try and keep those quite expensive weapons, but I mean, yeah, look at their money now. I guess they can fashion something, but they did cost Liquid a lot. I don't know. That was a interesting commitment there.
Was and I think it's really difficult to gauge because, like I said, Cryptix puts that lockdown early in terms of when the spike is planted.
Yeah.
Usually, you know, you'd expect to get a little bit of contact and then have it as kind of, yeah, actually put the pressure right back onto BDS to either force the issue on that retake or to peel all the way back into spawn and mid. Has Cryptix even got a weapon? He's got a ghost.
Yeah, as I said, the economy did get shattered for both sides, but a little more, and obviously at the cost of the round for BDS. Look who's waiting. It will be Takas. Our drone right there just swings it. Not gonna happen. Yampi just gifting out shots like that. Removes the first threat. The next big threat would be Akuma. Keep in mind, he is the one who will be working with probably the biggest rifle out of all of them. Hoppy decently equipped too. Logan not so much so, and neither is Roden, which unfortunately for them will be the two towards his sight. Logan tucked away. And somehow Roden got through as well. He does have his ult here if he decides it's the right choice, but Nopsot not two, and okay, here comes the cavalry. Two of the bigger guns making their appearance, but well handled by Liquid.
Spike planted.
Moving out. It's going to do a little bit of damage. Actually finds the first, nearly readjusts actually to find Yampi, but again, Liquid, majority of bodies survive. With 3 weapons carried across, and that will give them a little bit of a buffer in terms of the economy. Side of BDS, I mean, in total, 1,400 credits available. Rolling Thunder, Hunter's Fury, Logan 2 away from the lockdown, so pretty even actually when we compare progress on either side. 5-2 the scoreline here, Liquid. They want to continue the pace.
Yampi just offers himself up, but no trade comes in. Now Takas re-aggresses. They're not going to expect it. They flash it, but do they actually clear? I don't think he's been noted. Takas can get away with murder here. Logan's been punished elsewhere by Link. That's a good catch towards middle. And now they're just maybe expecting some more pressure, but but look at this play coming back in. More aggression coming out from Takas as well. He's still creeping behind them. That could have been huge, but Scream. Oh, but Akuma! These rounds are absolute bedlam. As Link and Akuma now left in the 1v1, and he walks to smoke, and Link just knows better at this point.
Akuma's actually really close to getting off that start.
He almost.
And slipping away. Scream though, just swinging back and forth. I'll tell you what, how many times have we seen Akuma just like readjusting these weird 1v2s and picking up 3 pieces?
Oh yeah.
He is on point today.
Akuma's having a stand-up performance. I think Takas maybe out-fragged him in the previous one, but you look at the value of what he gets with some of these kills as well, is incredible, Akuma. He's been mad impact. 6-2 though, and Yampi's already punished Takas. You could hear it from the very go. You could see that Takas was looking to try and get aggressive down middle, but Cryptix again just finds Akuma. This is just walking through him, keeping it clean. Again, this is a bit of an eco round. Yeah, nice confidence builder again. This could be 7-2. Like, is this what Liquid looks like when they're confident?
This is a byproduct of being the one to force the third map. Liquid, like I said, they need to start strong their first half, and ultimately win condition being having a good attacking half.
Spike planted.
Looking like it's going to be 7-2 here. Logan.
Yoink.
Big upgrade there. I want to see BDS really stop and maybe even call attack timeout and reassess things, because Their buy rounds just aren't looking comfortable at all.
I mean, this is the scary thing, though, because you don't often get to see a confident Liquid who kind of start flexing, not even massively, but you can see the full confidence in how they're approaching these rounds, full faith in every swing, every fight. They are just kind of running through it a little bit, and you don't often see that. Now, for BDS, they probably aren't as expecting of that, too. BDS's economy has been shattered from the very rip of this game. They've been in a tough position for that. So I can't really fault them for the harsher start. And I mean, we know that Liquid win pistols by now when you've got Yampy being the raid boss who, gets the armor, gets the frenzy. But it's now, I want to see a pause. And maybe this is it. This is probably the perfect time for BDS to call one because they need to find a way to stop the ROP for them. Now, we know that they can play aggressive, but that did get caught off. Maybe that was the previous attempt from Takass to try and get a little aggressive down middle, but he instantly got found by Yampy. It's like, well, look, dude, I do the same, so you don't get to do that against me. So for this, I look at what options do BDS have. I'm not seeing so many here.
They have an opportunity here with the lockdown to lean away from A, but actually, I mean, typically that's what we'd see BDS do on the back of the lockdown being available, but Akas goes creeping. Cryptix is there with the turret, though. That's going to give it away. It has to back off. Akas looks to punish, but not able to find any damage at all there. Swear, Liquid just happy to sit back. Akas creeping again. Scream might have just spotted that barrel. I think he did. He just spotted the barrel.
Does he go for the swing on it? It's Scream. Ah, yeah. He gave it a go. A little bit of a peek out there, but Takass is going to take that. Link now gets a little bit more freedom to play in under the assumption that they've fallen away after the back of that pick, and it's a good start. Maybe this op is how they get back into this. Maybe that's their answer. It looks like going back towards B for now is what they're going to be heading towards, at least Spike to hand. Yampy leading the way. He's going to have Rodin towards CT, spots him, but as did the other player. And Yampy,
30 seconds left.
He's going to walk this every day of the week. Gets on through. Now there's one backside. Yampy is using an op like it's a shotgun. And oh, what? With stars in his eyes, he turns around and finds Hoppy. How? He was so blind. I do not understand, and my heart breaks for Hoppy, but Rodin is on the case, desperately trying to make up for this one now. Defender's Killjoy is going to invest the ultimate in towards this one, do whatever they can, but look at this flank coming out. Link, the timing could not have been better.
Okas will get detained. No, he won't actually escape it. It's down to a 3v2 for Liquid.
But it's Akuma, he's still alive, and this guy's worth his weight in gold. Finds Soulcast. No, Yampy, what a deny in the trade. Now Link last noted towards Connector. They know he was the lurk. Makes a little bit of noise. 8 bullets left, but it's not enough for Logan. Link comes around, and Liquid keep powering forward.
8-2 now. And again, the things that I was accrediting BDS for and buying here, they throw everything at this round. Hunter's Fury and the lockdown and the Cosmic Divide just to try and get themselves back in this game. There's nothing left for BDS.
Money's
and
broken.
Look at it as well. Last round, they're not even going to get anything else online. They're not even close to any ultimates for the last round. So regardless of what happens here, this could be a 10-2 half.
I'm blown away. Akuma is still fighting with everything he can. He is putting every piece of work he can do into this, but it may not be enough. Another kill gets garnered as well. So 2 kills to the good somehow. Yes, they lost Akuma for it, but you'll take those. Unable to recover the weaponry, it feels like. As already here comes Scream. Investing straight on in, goes on in, checks left, there's a player towards the right. He still gets one though, and now Cryptix knows where the others are. So now Danger being eliminated, but Rodin's still there. It's still a 2v2.
And actually, none of the weapons can be recovered, so Rodin and Logan are going to be stuck on these sheriffs. Rodin actually peeling away. Gotta respect the weaponry on the side of Liquid. No utility left for Scream. One more smoke left. Rodin might try and walk this one. He actually does. Yampy wise to it, though.
And now Logan. The man who first caught our attention when we were watching BDS in the past. And now others have joined that accolade. Can't make it work now. Liquid stabilized enough, and I can't fathom this scoreline. Incredible work from Team Liquid to get here. to push this hard, and confidence, momentum, and honestly a phenomenal game plan from them. As much as, yes, we love talking about confidence, and it's an exciting prospect, isn't it, that if you believe hard enough and you believe in yourself, you're going to win. It's not just that. Liquid have been working, and they've absolutely dominated the economy throughout this game as well.
I mean, this is just textbook snowball. Honestly, they've had an absolute stranglehold on BDS. Packers actually going to get the operator online in this last round, and straight away, Yampy in map 3, I gotta say it, just stepping up. Had a quiet series up until now, but
You should run.
looking so good. Cryptics throws down the lockdown. Liquid now, a man advantage, going to try and get their way onto A site.
Waiting with bated breath at this point. Roden, good work towards Link. He needs more, he gets more. That's 2 big kills. Now there's a chance. It's a slim one and... Oh.
Tommy turret.
Oh.
Spike planted.
And now the 2v3.
The 6th man for Liquid.
Yeah. Oh, and it kind of hurts a little. Logan and Hoppy looking for ways and means at this point. You can see the work coming back in through from short. Logan forced to now push in. One player towards Hell. Cryptic's gonna find Hoppy, and now it's on Logan. Stunner of a shot, but Cryptic's is better. 10-2, Hypoc. What is going on? Are we really seeing Liquid go through this now? Is this what's happening? BDS, who's been pushing, getting into finals against FPX, having good series, looking like, you know, the up-and-coming team, gets put down by Team Liquid.
Turret out.
I mean, Liquid always know how to make a qualification game interesting, but this is just something else. This is something else. And again, rinse and repeat. I can't believe that. I mean, it goes without saying, BDS, I mean, they need to not just the pistol round, but like the first 3 rounds comfortably. They need to literally mimic Liquid's attack there and just have them in financial turmoil.
All in piece towards A, double stack towards Heaven, Soulcast up there, Link up there, and already you can see the contacts made. They're bursting straight through that smoke. They want to get towards the site, get control. Spike is on Roden in the back line, so don't stress it just yet. Wait till you see that cross. They have site control, and they're going to get this one started now.
Liquid, back away.
Spike
We
planted.
respect this from BDS initially. And a full 5v5. Health advantage in favor of Liquid, though. Let's see what they can get done.
Turret out.
There it goes in, gets dealt with quick. Flash goes through by Scream, and they burst on in, trying to just support each other, but Roden's done very well to find Scream there. Good trade from Logan as well. Yampy around the back. Here comes that raid boss making its dastardly appearance as Roden now backed in with Logan, leaving it just between them and Yampy. And now time begins to dwindle. He finds one. The turret's still chipping away at him. He doesn't care, but Logan gives BDS
21
the
HP.
chance to do something.
It's unfortunate here, Yampy, if he just had one more cloud burst, he could have covered that turret and taken a clean entry onto Hell.
One enemy remaining.
But wow, yeah, Logan, again,
One
the
enemy
man
remaining.
for this team. A 4-piece here in the pistol round to keep the dream alive. 10-3 now, but still, mountains to climb for Team BDS.
And you can see the bike coming back out. Bucky's galore for Liquid. A Sheriff for Scream. And they hear it again, some of those Spectres rattling off the bullets. Roden trying to clear through, use that utility. Scream looking for that pixel out of place, trying to catch it on the cross. The flash going to come through. Link turns it once, sees the jet dash in. Liquid going to be called to attention here, but great work from BDS, continuing to push on through. None
Standing.
of these Buckies finding placement.
Spike planted.
I mean, really, the big one. Well, if BDS can keep these rounds clean. Soulcast will find the first. Hoppy trades it out. Liquid have to ride out that decision from the previous. Cryptic's actually going to throw another Bucky into this. Soulcast as well, actually. And again, you know, bigger picture-wise, just this chip damage round by round of taking, you know, one, potentially two weapons away from BDS, it weakens it overall. Like I said, the big thing for BDS is, yes, win these rounds, but win them clean. They have to build early momentum.
Knocking them.
Okay. Fast pace coming out from BDS, going to take over as much control, and there's going to be 3 players, 4 players, a stack towards A. This could be a problem. They're going to get the first. Yampy's gone down, but there's Cryptics. A terrible surprise awaits. There's more. It ain't just one. It's going to be more. There's Scream still in the corner. He needs the shot. He can't find it. And now the 1v2 for Soulcast. Gets himself a little bit of a better secondary, potentially. As I look around, what can he get? Okay, Spectre. Back to business.
Logan's got himself tucked in.
Oh, he's gonna hear all of that, isn't he? Oh dear, Soulcast. The elephant steps come out to play, and BDS, they've made it to 5. They're, you know, they're on the verge of this. Now, the bite comes out for Liquid. This is the next big hurdle, right?
This indeed is. Again, they make this one costly, but a lot of that was
Player standing.
weapons from the previous round, so BDS actually on a pretty big cushion. Logan actually, for the hell of it, and Roden actually making the long play, which is ride the Spectre for as long as possible. Again, you look at this round, Flick would lose it. And again, BDS is the 5-man stack outside A. Try and force the issue once again.
You should run.
Okay, Killjoy investing the ult here. There is still going to be that backside position, kind of either, you know, top towards heaven. You can see it being potentially considered already. Lovely work from Link, but going to be kept slowed down here. Not detained, still alive, but only for so long. Takas sees maybe just a pixel before the smoke plumes. And now you're already going to see a 5v4 post-plant probably at this point, yes. Now, is there any other way back in for Liquid? I'm looking across the board. I'm looking at the Scream and Yampy combo working back in through from T side. Soulcast and Cryptics trying to keep that attention drawn. Look here, do not look towards them. Keep your attention drawn towards me. The 5 players from BDS wait patiently.
Is Liquid actually going to back away from this? They want to hold on to what they've got. Yampy, the dirtiest spot on Ascent for a Jet to be playing with an operator, but BDS actually go hunting elsewhere, so that's going to potentially be an option for them to, I guess, damage control on the way out here. Only going to lose 1. 2 armor repurchases required, but again, the other thing is that's off the back of 1 ultimate. And again, the discipline to not invest anything else here is BDS just thinking bigger picture. Now, potentially, you know, Hunter's Fury, the Rolling Thunder, they can now recycle that off Logan's ultimate. And Akuma's, to be fair. He's 308. Logan obviously reset. 4 rounds now. I don't want to look at the top of the screen, man.
I know. It looked so impossible, improbable. And now... Oh, Yampy, you are... How do you get away with that peek? Yampy finds Takas, and he's willing to go back for this. You know he's dying to, but... Patience is a virtue. Soulcast is on the way. Just delivers the owl drone up and over. Wonder how much he gets for this. All 3 noted. Oh, wait! Yampy pushed with it! He actually pushed through the smoke with it. He's found 2 big frags to start with. But now the 3 that remain for BDS potentially have an option to lean in towards A. It looks like Short's the next port of call, but Scream isn't far from this.
Oh.
Right here. Come on, let's go!
Hope Jonas wasn't watching that one. Scream, gonna pop the running back. Actually gonna try and force BDS back off Short here. Again, look at it. They have to respect it. They have to back up. They will eventually shut the ult down, but Liquid still with the man advantage here, and BDS forced back over to the other side of the map.
Now, Roden's got space. What does he... I'm gonna do with this
30
one.
seconds left.
Trying to help the team on the cross here. Nice work there. It should at least facilitate that spike coming across. Soulcast Scream, they're trying to find it. Roden puts his body on the line for a bit now. Hoppy left in the 1v2 and already been noted. Desperately trying to do the dance here. Soulcast on the other side. He can't do much to dissuade that, but he can try and get this spike down. How does he isolate this into 2 1v1s? No utility, up for 8 seconds. 5, and they're closing in. Does he gamble it on one side? Full commit. And of course, Liquid have bits and pieces to work with. Hoppy forced into potentially readable position off the back of the arrow. And now Hoppy has to commit. Sees the barrel, sees the player, sees the other. Oh, he spins around! Oh, Link just
yeah, Hoppy
got
was
it.
expecting to get pinched there. That's why
Yeah.
he's gone
He's
to flick
spun.
back the other way. 33 HP. Link again for Liquid. Last man
Was it
standing.
Clutch Minister or something? Oh, Hoppy. It was a valiant attempt. You can see it. Oh, the intention was just straight away to spin, but
Here.
11-6 now.
Stay safe.
IPOC, I'm getting weirdly nervous for Liquid. I don't know why. Like, I feel like BDS is still on the verge of doing some mad stuff. That round was off the back of Yampy finding, I'd say, 2 really big picks in middle and then a really nice kind of like late game play. But overall, BDS is still having a very competent attacking side.
As BDS gonna creep up mid actually, and a big gap. Once again, Yampy actually now gonna reposition back towards this market door. Link does TP for info. I'm gonna pick up a little at least in mid. Logan could get caught off guard here. Let's see. It's perfectly timed. Look at that.
Yeah, Cryptix, though, knows that there's now problems. The call should be made. Takas could be trying to deal with Yampy, but then there's 3 different angles to try and worry about for this attacking side. BDS has their attention split here, but great work from Takas at least gets them towards the site. But you can see that Soulcast was so close by. Yampy still patrolling, and they can see the spike, but Roden outdoes him, but there's the trade. Takas straight through the wall. Just wall banging out of this. Needs to get some more, though. Where's Akuma in all of this? Slowly coming around. That spike is a problem, though, Hypok. It's not to hand right now. Scream walks in? I am beyond
Did he spend a second?
baffled.
Link again!
Again!
Get your place.
Put some on match point here.
Match point.
Oh my word, Link. What a day this boy's had.
30 seconds left. 1 enemy remaining.
He just spots it there on the drop down, the readjustment, perfect. And do you know what as well? It's Akuma on the other side of that. A man who has been landing today.
Yeah.
Here.
I just can't believe we're here. I feel like I've been waiting for Liquid to fumble it, to just let something slip, but they haven't. And BDS unable to find some of the key components to double face. Scream finds Akuma. And now Takas called upon to try and find some difference, but there's no way he can quickly respond. Ultimate now comes out. You got Scream again. The headline superstar comes out, finds some more, and the Sunny all down. I can't believe it. Roden now in a 1v5 and Liquid. They've only gone and done it.
Win.
13-6. They close out map 3.
What a performance.